Yeah, I think I have to just buy like a different webcam.
Hello.
Hi.
JoeFudge.
Hello.
Hey.
Well, let me put a little thing on for you tomorrow until you finish your burrito.
Hey.
Don't bother. In about 15 seconds, his burrito's gone.
That's
I think
impressive.
I hear it in your mouth.
Yeah, I do.
I couldn't tell.
Sometimes I'm a hungry boy, all right? I'm a growing boy. I need a lot of food still.
Oh, you
okay?
eat?
And,
You eat?
I eat sometimes here and there.
Sam Strippin.
Hello.
You've been accused of delaying us from playing a video. Your chat just ratted you out, man. You were playing a video game for the last 15 minutes whilst we were waiting for your ass to come to the PC. I was like, oh, Sam's AFK at the moment.
I was here the whole time.
Yeah, playing a game.
The whole time.
Yeah.
I was talking to
You're talking?
Bree and, yeah,
Oh.
I
Yeah, he was
I was
talking.
fucking waiting for you.
What do you? I said I was waiting for your
Yeah, where
camera.
were you, Joe?
We've been doing. No, I don't. We've been doing this for 3 years. If I have to explain these damn cameras again, I'm gonna burst an artery. I can't start until the cameras work.
Do it on stream. Get it clipped.
The DM, look at this. The
I'm
DM is
gonna
crashing the
crack.
fuck out.
I'm gonna crack. I'm gonna crack.
Set this
Work
show up with
environment.
fucking string and cups and tape to the point where even if you don't have a camera, you have to make a fake camera or his fucking overlay breaks.
Yes, and this has happened since 2020.
And our names have to be alphabetically correct or
Yeah.
at the
Yes!
wrong spot.
You know
That part's
why?
rough.
There's no solution around it. Okay.
What if I don't want to be Bree today?
What if I want to rebrand?
You don't get to
man?
rebrand. You stay Shane. Okay. It's you
What if I
stay
wanna be
Bree.
Britain
Chad, do you see the
and
shackles on our
Bree
hands?
wants to be Stree.
Yeah, what if I want to be Stree?
What if I want to be Brippin?
You know what?
Yeah.
You're allowed to change names as long as you start with the exact same letter, guys.
Yeah.
And for Shane and Sam, it's
Yeah,
more
it's a little bit more
complicated.
complicated. Up until T, you know, Shane, you have A to S. Sam has everything after T. So,
the hell?
yeah, that's how it works. It's always worked this way, okay? It's always this is how it has to be. Because the only other solution
I
is the
think
software.
really the one we should be mad at is Discord.
Yeah.
We're not making this a simpler.
That's a good mediator. You could tell
Yeah.
she has some experience
It's
mediating.
man. I just assumed I did something
reorganize
wrong because
people on your
when
end.
Dodger started saying that, I was like, she's gonna say we should all be mad at me, and I don't know why. Like, I was so ready to fucking defend myself for nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would never go after a man with a burrito in his mouth.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, too vulnerable.
Peak vulnerability.
Too vulnerable, man.
Yeah, a good burrito tomorrow. Is it a good burrito?
It was awesome. It was awesome.
Okay,
I'm,
good.
I'm down to the last of it now. What was
What
it?
was in it? What was
The
in
breakfast
it?
burrito had
Okay.
had eggs and all the other fixings.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was great.
That's good. That's
shit.
good to hear. That's good to hear. I'm glad you're sussing in.
Are you glad?
No,
You
do you know
sound
what?
pissed
No,
off.
do you know
He's
what?
probably pissed off.
Really
He's probably pissed off I
peeved.
don't have my camera on yet. He's probably like, it's probably
Yeah,
upsetting him.
probably.
I told him not to put
no,
anything else
honestly,
on.
I don't mind. As long as they're all in order, I don't mind.
Before you're ready to go.
You know what? You
Are
know
you
what?
wearing orange because it's October?
No, I'm wearing orange because I got it from it dried, and I thought.
It looks nice
oh,
on you.
Thank you,
God.
thank you.
Well, the skeleton in the back, I thought you were doing like an October Halloween thing.
Oh, I didn't see that guy. Thanks for
Here we
pointing
go.
him out.
Go ahead, do it.
What's weird? Do you like him?
Man, you obviously
You don't like
got it
him?
set
He's
up.
good, right? You like him? He's my little friend now for
How tall
Halloween.
is he?
5
Can you
foot
stand
one.
up with him?
5 foot
Stand
one.
up with him.
No, but I bent
Height
his
or no?
legs. Hold on. I have to snap him back into place. See? This is Steve. He's 5 foot one.
If he's 5 foot 1, you must be like 5'5".
Okay. Okay. I knew that's a sound to an insult. This is messed up. I have to snap his
There's
legs back.
nothing wrong with being 5'5". The fuck?
No, but you. You know what you're doing, Bree. Shut up.
You said it like it was an insult.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was that kind of tone.
She set that up.
I had no such tone. I don't know what you're talking about, Tomato.
Excitement to how you put it kind of made it seem like you were taking a bit of a stab there, but
Maybe.
Hey guys, welcome out to episode 84 of Sunforged. It's good to see you. We're gonna be playing some.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
84 and we still can't get all of our cameras working ever, dude. It's every single time.
yeah.
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 How many sessions it been?
It's rough.
Look, hey, we're here. Let's play D&D. Does anyone have anything more shout out first? Good. Okay, good. All right. Okay, who wants to do the recap?
One day you'll stop asking us, and it'll be so cool.
No. I ask every goddamn time. It is the tradition. It's the polite way to do it. Because one time you will have something you need to shout right now, Sam.
Yeah, no, dude, I've got one thing I've been keeping like in the back pocket, and the one time you don't ask, I'm gonna get so fucking pissed and make a whole scene about it because I had a big thing. I got it all fabricated and set up.
He's actually.
I'll
He's
read
had
it.
I can't win.
something-
I can't win.
He's had like a side business he's been waiting to promote for 3 years, and the fact that you
The
keep
burrito
asking
business.
means he hasn't promoted.
Waiting for the slip up.
Oh God, Jesus Christ! They give
Yeah,
me
his
on edge.
accountant is like, please launch this company, and he's like, no, I have to wait.
Yeah, there's a load-bearing bit I have to do that's keeping this company from like fucking really ascending, you know, and making a lot of money. And it's Joe forgetting to ask for shout-outs one time.
Jesus Christ! I didn't know there was
I'll read
much
it.
writing on it. Thanks, Dodger. I appreciate it. Thank you,
Oh, that's
Dodger.
what we're waiting on.
Yeah.
I'm waiting on someone to read it still.
Last we left off, we traveled through the scarred Doran wilds and saved the seed of the great tree there. We met up with the refugees before traveling to the city of Hour till dusk. We found countless more there and helped escort our mind flayer companion to Dr. Tarth. They came to terms and the rest of us stayed up with some food, working out what to do next. We learned several things in our time in the city. An idol had been stolen from the watch, causing immense tension. Someone had been murdered in one of the local stores. And finally, a blood curse was being investigated.
So, again, just to add on to more to the recap in case you've forgotten, you were put into the position where Gaius, thank you as well, Dodger. Gaius,
You're so welcome.
the Watcher friend and companion, someone that Carlisle knew from the past, had warned you that he could definitely help speak to Dust Watcher Tanelis to get your caravan inside. However, at the moment, tensions were high. They were worried about bringing more people in because an idol that was given by a shadow djinn as a kind of symbol of peace on the outside with the refugees has gone missing. It was last seen kind of overlooking their cafeteria area. They had it dangling above them. And if that comes back, if they find it back, then they'll feel less tense to bring in more refugees from the gate. Meanwhile, you also had learned about this potential blood curse that was being looked into in the hospital wing. And other than that, though, you essentially had the idea to go around exploring around the town before venturing after whatever kind of aspects of blood you can go for. You had just finished the session inside the inn, drinking and kind of having some food and having some respite. In the inn that your friend kind of belongs to, you're remaining inside there at the moment. We're going to cut straight into that moment as well, with all of you inside that tavern called Hour Till Noon, with all of you around your table in the corner, picking up back there. What would you like to do first?
Unless people really have like shopping they want to do, which I think is awesome, and we should do that if we want. Probably the first thing to do would be to go actually look at the cafeteria and try to see where, like, if there's any clues, because those would probably possibly be less easy to see as time goes on.
Mm.
But it's also
Sounds good
what
to me.
time is it right now? What, like, are we?
That's what I was going to ask.
Yeah, you
What time of
guys.
day are we looking at?
You guys probably arrived early. You'd fought the out in the wilds against the trees and the kind of to get the seed at night, and then you've taken a bit of a break with the others, and you probably camped on the way there. So you're probably talking maybe 1 p.m. at this point.
Okay.
Then yeah, we could look into whatever.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, do any of you have any places we should go before we get to the big stuff?
I can remind you of the stores if you'd prefer as well, because it has been.
Could
a long
you?
time.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you've got the Watcher's Rise, which has its own kind of things to look around. That's where all of the Watchers are based, both the hospital wing and the military wing. In the treaties, the zone of the treaties, you have the amphitheater. For points of interest, these are points of interest less so than shops. Amphitheater, Temple of Water and Fire, Temple of the Skylords, Temple of Lux, Temple of Seasons. Shop-wise, you've got Displaced Bestiary, which is a creature shop of some sort. You've got Old Tom, which is a herbalist store. Elemental Bonds, which is a blacksmith store. And just to remind you, if you do want to go to any stores that I'm not listing, they will exist. It's just that these are the more unique ones that will sell unique stuff in this city. In the Hollow Halls, you have the Silent Stairs point of interest. You have Hour Till Noon, where you are right now. The Stone Etchers Guild. Right. Flamekeepers is where the person was murdered. Dimlit District, you've got Needle Alley, which has a bunch of different foods and drinks and whatnot you can buy. You've got Rest Wells, which is a kind of a soup kitchen style place for the refugees. And you've got Miss Troubles, which is a kind of a pawn shop with some of its own unique magical items. In New Tunnels, you've got Mr. Bulkin's Bests, which is a kind of a bulk material shop. You've got Timely Goods, which is a clock-based, kind of time-based magical shop. Market Vaults, which is, again, a series of marketplaces. So it's kind of... those are the most unique shops you can go to.
Okay.
Otherwise, you don't have to go to any.
Okay.
Well, I know for sure that with all the money we have right now, I probably do want to swing by an herbalism shop and see if I can get some more potions. You all go through a lot of them. Carlisle's looking at Morgaine.
Morgaine doesn't know that you're looking at Morgaine.
Fair.
In fairness, we are in danger constantly.
That is true.
So thank you for making them.
Don't mention it. But yeah, we should, last thing I want to do is have me reach into my bag and there ain't one left. So, probably swing by there. I mean, there's plenty of interesting places to shop. And I mean, I got news for you. We're not probably going to be finding many other places to spend our gold once we head out of here.
I'm not much of a shopper.
Why
Well,
not?
I mean, you don't know what you might find in the shop. Last shop you shopped in, you got that cloak and that sword, and now you're
Sure.
stronger for it.
You do not enjoy shopping, Sir Morgaine.
Not particularly, no.
Why?
Well, the window shopping element is lost on me.
That makes sense.
But Carlisle's right. We should at least check the wares in the stores.
Might as well. It's on the way back to Watcher's Rise for everything else we're going to do anyways, so stop by a couple of the shops on the way. Maybe we see something we want. I mean, we have plenty of gold right now. That'd be a good idea.
Well,
Do it.
does anyone need to rest more?
I technically am down like 40 HP, but I have a lot of HP, so like...
You can bring it up. You would have taken a long
Oh.
rest since
Okay,
the
cool.
fight. Yeah, you guys have traveled a
Okay,
couple of
cool.
days on the road.
Yay.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, everyone just click the long rest button.
That's badass.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, is that like a blacksmith?
Yeah. One of the shops in the let me check where is a blacksmith. I think it was in the treaties. Yes, there's one in the treaties called Elemental Bonds.
Okay, I'd probably go and see if she can get a weapon maintained.
Mm-hmm.
Although I don't know, do magical weapons even dull? I don't even know.
No, they don't. But you can get some improvements and stuff. Depends.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So
Well, I might visit the blacksmith then in that case.
I'm trying to think if there's any reason I'd want to go to a blacksmith.
I mean, what if they offer some cool upgrades? Now I'm curious.
You never know.
I wear leather. I wear leather. The blacksmith is less compelling than little old
Okay, but
me.
studded
Damn
leather
it.
is a blacksmith thing.
I mean, yeah. It would need to be magical. If they were selling magical stud leather, then we'd be talking.
They
But,
might be.
I have that +1 studded leather like bonus thing that we got a while back? I mean, I'm when in no rush. I don't think really. So Carlisle will be happy to go anywhere.
Yeah, we might as well just go.
Like,
Yeah.
Let's just hit. Let's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
hit the
A couple
circle.
places.
Hit the circuit.
We haven't had a
Sure.
shopping session in like
We haven't.
months and months. So-
Then yeah, you could go through the treaties and see kind of as you come straight into the area. Immediately on your left, you see this kind of wide open blacksmith shop that's almost built on the rounds, and you can see in the center where the kind of furnace is this bound, swirling fire elemental. Sorry, it's going blowing on the forge itself, burning it, chains wrapped to its tail as it kind of wraps around and keeps the furnace burning hot. There, behind one of the anvil, ting, ting, you see this kind of rock-like skin with cracked, almost like it looks almost like they've got kind of canvases built into their cheeks where they've kind of indented. You see this Earth Genasi, who he's kind of broad-shouldered, almost built like he's kind of carved out of stone himself, with different kind of gemstones and gold trickling out of his cheeks like old ore that needs to be mined. It kind of comes out looking like a kind of mutton chops on his cheeks. Broad kind of Genasi. He's sharpening a blade, and he puts it into the furnace and waves it out, and you see the flames trickle around this dagger. Puts it into some ice cold water and lifts it to temper it. Looks up at all of you as you're kind of wandering over. Can I help you with anything?
Well, we're just taking a look around, trying to see if we can fix up any of our stuff. Morgan here was interested in asking about some of the wares.
Oh yeah. I've got weapons. I've got improvements to weapons. What kind of thing you're looking for? A new weapon entirely, or something improved to your own?
Well, I'm not sure mine can be approved upon, but you're welcome to look.
Let me see. Did you draw out?
Okay. Yeah. But
May I?
It's, I mean, I don't know if you remember the blade, but like it sucks light in. It's like a void blade.
Yeah. He reaches his hands out to kind of take it and looks at it. It's a fine blade. Forged in the Shadowfell, no doubt. Kind of lays it over his anvil and kind of kneels down. Well, I've been forging them my whole life. Yeah, I could improve this. Temporarily. That's mostly what I do. Yeah, he kind of passes it back to you. Technically, it'll be you improving this, but he goes into the back, pulls out these kind of whetstones. He goes, I've got different types, along with a bunch of infusion stones. So, above board, to give you an idea of what kind of wares you can find here, he has the basic ones, which is Whetstone of the Warrior. It gives you a weapon, a +1, up until a +3. You can go, so you can put 3 of these on if you like, which gives a +1 to your weapon until a long rest is passed by. So they're kind of like almost like a potion for your weapon.
Okay.
The Whetstone of the Wanderer adds a +1 weapon damage dice upgrade. So if you are rolling a D8, it'll go up to a D10. That can also go up to a D12. So you can improve your weapon to go up a damage dice upgrade. The Fire Infusion Whetstone, you've got fire, air, water, and earth infusions. Fire will allow the weapon to do an additional 1d6 fire damage to the target and any creatures within 5 feet of the target. The air one will do an additional 1d6 lightning damage and prevent them from taking attacks of opportunity. The water is cold damage and pushes the target back 5 feet when you hit them. And the earth one just adds an extra 1d8 bludgeoning damage straight up. And those all last till the end of a long rest after putting them on.
Okay.
Or 24 hours, whichever is passes.
How much do all these go for?
Depends on the one. On a standard, he kind of points to the basic whetstones. Both of these are 500 each. For each one. The infusions are 700 each.
Okay. Well, above board, what I'm looking at is the one that raises the dice of an attack weapon, because for me, using a dagger that does 4d4, turning that up to 4d8 or something would be crazy.
That would be insane.
Yeah, that's true.
So I'm looking.
Does it go
how
to
many of those is he
46 or
selling?
48?
I'll go
If I
D6
use
then
multiple,
D8.
I could bring it up.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of
That's
eyeballing
crazy.
the how many of them does he have?
He has 4 of those. He has 4 whetstones of each type.
I would
And then
buy,
infusions, he has 2 of each.
I'm gonna buy all 4 of those ones.
Okay, spending 2,000.
Yeah, I'll spend 2,000 on that.
Okay.
Hot dog.
That's a good item for
That's
especially a whole
insane.
long rest. That's like a boss. That's a huge thing for killing bosses. Put those down.
He kind of passes them across to you. What about the rest of you? Anything you want to buy?
I'll take 2 of the earth infusions.
He nods his head, passes it across. That'd be 1,400 gold.
Okay.
Okay.
Hands him the gold.
Yep, he takes it. Mark it off. Anything else?
We end up coming back around. How regularly do you restock these?
Well, when I've got customers, I can work on them pretty well. Takes me about a week per.
Okay, well.
We should show them to Vanderval.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No,
That's a
this
good idea.
Yeah.
None of this is patented. All right.
Yoink!
Mine now.
Mine now.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
Of course. He goes back. Ting, ting, hitting his hammer against the next item. Allowing you to go to the next shop. Where would you like to go next? Or do you just want to do the area?
Let's just do the area and just go to the next
Sure.
closest place, like looping around.
Okay. The next shop will be the Displaced bestiary. You pass by, you see this kind of open shop front built into the wall itself. Inside the windows, you see a series of almost very shrunken down, petrified animals or creatures. You see behind the desk is this oxen-like minotaur. Kind of very furry, long, kind of tall horns that come out that are adorned with different chains and different kind of charms. But you see this large, broad minotaur who kind of stands there, and he's polishing some of the petrified statues and places them down. You see, in this kind of room, you see Displaced beast, a creature that's kind of like almost like a panther with these sucker-like teeth, tentacle legs that come off the back. Tails that come off the back. You see a shrunken down T-Rex that's quite large still. You see a crocodile one. You see a direwolf one. You see a phase spider, a basilisk, a yeti, an ankheg, and a bigger one than all of the others. Almost the size of kind of a large dog itself. The statue is a snapping hydra, which is a 5-headed turtle creature that's kind of over in one corner.
So none of these are alive.
Well, you can ask.
Maybe they come. It's like add water. It's like those little creatures.
Is it clear when walking in what
it is?
What they're for?
No, it looks like he's got this nice statue shop as you're kind of entering in.
Weird.
And car statue.
Okay.
And you see him. He says, "Oh, hello. Welcome to my shop. Come in. Have a look around. If you want to buy anything, let me know."
What are these exactly?
Oh, these various creatures have been brought down and shrunken them down and petrified them.
So they're decor.
For some would like to study them. It's an easy way to transport them from one place to another. Once you unpetrify. Some of the watchers have used them as training tools. Sometimes you bring in creatures, they'll unpetrify them and, well, you will have to sign something if you do decide to buy one. He kind of looks underneath and brings up a little kind of document. Just saying that I am not liable to any damages that might occur.
I see. So there's an egg here?
No.
ankheg, right?
Ankheg.
Ankheg,
That's a,
which is the
Oh,
thing
ankheg.
from-
Right at
That was
episode
what we
1.
fought in.
We fought one of those, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Godfort.
Yes, you fought one in Godford, yeah.
Yeah.
Like giant praying mantises that hunt cows.
Right.
You kind of look
Absolutely.
above board, by the way. You can get these as kind of an you can unpetrify them. If you were to unleash one in combat, for example, it wouldn't necessarily trust you, but it would attack whatever's there. So you can use it as kind of almost like trapping devices if you want, or if you want to go a little crazy with it. It's kind of like buying a chaos potion.
You said that you captured the animals, or your team does.
I have a team, yes. Well, I run the shop front. I don't necessarily run the team. It's a combined effort.
Do people come to you with requests ever? They say,
Sometimes.
I'm looking for this creature.
Yes, very rarely, but we grab what we can. But yes, we can look into any creature you have in mind, as long as we have a general idea of where they might find themselves. What are you looking for?
Interesting. Sorry, I was just curious.
And yes, it's a simple procedure if you do buy one. He reaches under and he's got this kind of little vial. Goes, you pour this on it, within 6 seconds, we're back to normal.
Quick.
It is quick.
You have any here that are particularly poisonous, venomous, or have some kind of medicinal properties to them?
Oh, that's a good question. Depends on who you ask. The basilisk, we use their venom in general to extract that and build the anti-petrification potions in the first place. Other than that, the ankhead can spit acid. The snapping hydra over there has one nasty bite on it that often does lead to decaying wounds. I wouldn't say anything we've necessarily got anything poisoned, but perhaps we can find a giant boa constrictor for you.
Well, if you keep an eye out over the next, say, week or so for anything like that, I would be certainly interested in some things of a poisonous variety.
All right, yes, we'll have a look what we can find.
Above board, I'm trying to see if I could get an animal of some kind that I could possibly attempt to handle privately, so that I could extract and farm poison from it.
Yeah. No,
Right.
for sure.
Is
That
what
makes
I'm
I think
sense.
that would be cool.
Yeah,
That
that'd be
was the
super
only
cool.
possible explanation, or you're actually.
Or I'm a
evil
psychopath, a fucking maniac.
He's a serial killer, guys.
I'm a
He's
crazy
just plotting some little murders. It's fine.
He would look, he does look to you and goes, and points towards the face spider. Technically, that creature could fit in quite well. I mean, they're quite dangerous. It's a giant one.
Is this a creature that's like local to the area? Like
Face spiders?
Yeah.
Give me a nature check.
A key. 11.
What did I get here? 12. Hey, I can bring that up to 15.
Are you going to bring it to 15?
How are we feeling with the 15, folks? How's the 15?
But
It depends if he's going to make you roll every time to handle it and
What
one day
about-
just escapes into the camp and just starts killing people, you know?
Well, I mean, that's an animal handling check at that point, I'm hoping, is kind of the goal is that whatever I'm getting here.
How
is
are
something
you with
I
those?
I'm actually okay with those because I have wisdom and it's a wisdom skill. So I'm okay with this.
For your rolls that they currently are, you're not sure about whether face spiders can be found in this area. You do get giant spiders out in the north. It could just be a variation of one of those. But you're not very familiar with the face spider.
you meet one giant spider, you've met them all.
Yes. Except for this one, this does teleport between two planes, but I suppose it is similar. Yes.
That's definitely an important detail.
See, that's an important detail. See, I'd like a creature that I can perhaps domestically extract venom or poison out of, so I can use it for other purposes. I do not necessarily want it teleporting away, if I can help it.
That's fair. But at the same time, the poison of this one can paralyze your enemies. But yes, farming it might be a little difficult. Alright, snake it is. We'll look for a snake out in the wilds.
Okay.
Fantastic. Well, if there's nothing else you wish to buy, come on by whenever you might be tempted.
All right, thank you very much.
Yeah, you'd be let out of there. You have a chance of kind of coming back next week, and there'll be a couple of different selections. The last store in this section would be Old Tom, which is a herbalist store. The moment you start going towards it, you can see why it's named this. You'd see a large tree that has a face on it, and it's talking to people that walk by it, grown into the mountain itself, with the one kind of shining beam of light from the mirror up the top, reflecting onto it. You can see as it kind of almost, it's very, a lot of people kind of walk past it, ignoring the commentary, and they say, "Hello, Old Thomas." "Oh, hello, good to see you. Have a wonderful day." And you kind of walk in under the trunk as you kind of go inside of it. He goes, "Oh, no customers, no customers." Looks across to everyone as he's kind of going by. Inside, you can see the kind of hollowed out interior of this tree. And you'd see a dryad who kind of climbs out. She climbs from the tops of the trees, walking down it, almost kind of like spider walking down the side of the inside of the trunk. She gets to the bottom. You can see all these different plants and growths hanging off the edge, different mosses and mushrooms that she's been growing. She looks across towards you all, kind of flowing green hair, which is made of leaves and hair alike. Her skin almost like a sheening of like shaved bark. She looks across all and goes, "Welcome to Old Tom. I've got a selection of herbs for you. Would you like to buy?"
Absolutely. Mind if I take a look around?
"Yes, of course, of course. Please, if you know plants, then you'll fit here very well." And she kind of bows her head. "You just come to me if you need anything." And she climbs back up the side, and you see it just clipping some of the trees at the top, standing completely like sideways upright on the edge of the bark. You can look around. Give me a... I
think Carlisle would be like, he would probably look over to Desmond. Desmond, can you help me look for the stuff we'd be using to make potions for healing?
Yeah, I wanted to ask what, because I'm guessing we're beyond like regular potions now. Like, what do we need to make like greater healing potions?
Great healing potions, yeah. So you would probably require some of the more potent kind of flowers. I would imagine greater potions come from the kind of rarest plants here in the north. It's not just a case of kind of merging them in there. You could have added in some extra ingredients. So there'd be something called the dample leaf, which is this almost constantly looking wet, like purple leaf that hangs downwards. It's often found kind of in the interior of caves in the Underdark, grows very rarely. They'd have some of that, a couple of cuts of that. Occasionally can be found in jungles and whatnot, or usually on living carnivorous plants. It grows off of them. So you can buy some of those. The standard kind of herbs that you would buy as well for general healing potions can be found as well. Unique ones you can also get from here. There is a herb from the Winter Worry Bush. It's a berry that heals you for 1 HP and provides cold resistance for 1 minute. There's another herb, which is from a carnivorous worm hunter plant. The leaf can be ground down to provide a salve that gives you tremor sense for 1 minute. From a flying lily, you can get a salve that can be ground down to give you hover speed equal to your flying or a flying speed of 5 feet for 1 minute. Hover allows you, so if you do get knocked prone whilst flying, you don't fall to the ground. And from a dark rose, the thorn can be extracted and shot from a blowpipe to deal 4d10 necrotic damage, DC 17 con save, or they're prevented from teleporting for 1 minute. Each turn during that 1 minute, they take 1d10 necrotic damage at the start of their turns and make the saving throw at the end.
Damn.
Okay.
So I'll copy and paste each of those to you so you guys have.
Yeah.
Thanks.
What are the prices of these things too?
So you can see the prices are. Let me just give it to you guys. For the greater healing potion one, let me just find 1 second my potion prices. For the potions, let me find it. It's greater healing you're looking for, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because it's technically gonna be cheaper because you are making it yourself. Where are you? It would be 1,200 per herb. You can get 3 of them.
Oh!
Yeah, it starts to get more expensive at this point.
Is
Oh,
it
Lord.
realistic between Desmond and Carlisle to attempt to extract a seed from these plants and try to grow them ourselves? Like, as in, like, buy one and then try to...
Would I
actually
be
do
able
the
to
process
also
of growing?
more efficiently make these things? Because technically I could craft things that I'm proficient in, which is this, at 1/8 of the cost.
Yeah. You could definitely get it at the 8th. If you can grow it yourself, then yeah.
That too, yeah.
That would work.
Because I think the way that the fucking, what's it called, the wagon, the carriage works, it's kind of like the design on the interior is what we choose. So we could have a part of the design that is just like
Just have a green room.
essentially a green, like a greenhouse for this purpose.
Yeah.
That would be able to travel with us, because if we use the the caravan, we don't always have it available.
That wouldn't be a bad idea. I would buy all 3 of these if
Yeah.
we could try to extract seeds from them and
Yeah.
then make them
Yeah.
ourselves.
I'd put a challenge rating at it, and you guys would have to hit difficulty
mind
to
that.
do it. But yeah, you could definitely try and extract it and grow.
Because if we can start getting these actually produced without having
Right.
to pay money, then the money's worth paying now to get to that.
100%.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
1/8 of the
yeah.
cost would be basically bringing it down to any maintenance that is required on it to grow the plant. That's essentially what that'd be.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd put in all of it if it would help us that much.
Okay.
Each of the other herbs as well, in case you're interested in those. The first herb from the Winter Warrior Bush will be, they have 3 of each of these herbs. The first one is 500 gold. The second one is 250 gold. The third one is 250 gold. And then the fourth one is 1,000 gold.
That's such an expensive gut. It's a good poison, like, kind of deal.
Yeah, it's
That's
expensive.
It's a very
I could
specific
have pigeon
poison.
too.
Nah, I don't need. I have so many other like poison-based things that don't also require a blowtorch to act or a blowpipe to activate.
Yeah.
So
I would also say you could. This doesn't necessarily be hit with the blowpipe. If you can find another way that is an equal kind of if you inject it, you can as well. It'd be its own kind of attack roll.
Like I could put it at the end of a bolt to use with my
I just
crossbow.
don't trust
Yeah.
that sort of
like
thing.
Constitution saves when it costs 1,000
Yeah, right.
to cause a con save.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Yes.
it just doesn't feel as cost effective.
Yeah, especially when you have a whetstone that gives you more damage without, but guaranteed.
Yeah. This is for the anti-teleportation side of things more so than anything else.
Yeah. Well, I think that those flower purchases is good, and we can try to
Yeah, I
get the
think we're
seeds
good.
out and start actually attempting to grow specialized herbs that we need.
Okay. Then if you buy those, knock off the money. She comes down to send.
600 for all of
Yep,
them?
3,600 for all of
3?
them.
Okay.
She passes them across to you. Thank you very much. And kind of bows her head towards
Thank you.
Continues doing it. As you kind of leave, you hear Ultimate like, oh, goodbye now. Thank you.
You have a good day, old Tom.
You too. Hello there. And a couple of people rushing past, not wanting to get stuck talking to him. He's, oh, I know how to.
Cute.
As they're kind of pushing by. One of the points of interest you'd walk past before leaving this area is the amphitheater. And you'd see this kind of lowered into the ground, a series of seats and kind of tables and whatnot. Or not tables, sorry, benches built in this kind of semicircle against the wall. A couple of speakers down the bottom. People shouting from the crowd. Gathers of a good like 100 and 150 here. People shouting at each other. A lot of kind of arguments going back and forth. And then they die down. You can see at the bottom, Carlisle. Give me a perception check.
You got it. That's gonna be a 29.
You make out a few people here. The first person you make out is Dustwatcher Tauranus. An elderly tiefling of grey-blued shade, kind of a white beard coming around their face, white hair draping through, lines under their eyes, baggage, as they're kind of like, you can see they're in their later years, probably in their late 70s or early 80s. He's kind of leaning on a stick to keep himself held upright, standing at the podium at the bottom. People shouting down at him. You'd see first this dryad stands up, arguing as well. And beside him is kind of his bodyguard. You can see a harrigan, a largo, a kind of a rabbit person of slender frame, white fur, like a snow bunny. But her fur's cut short. She keeps it trimmed. Her ears droop back. Her face is scarred, making her look less kind of cute and approachable, and more feral. Like her whole lip is kind of cut up and grown over. You'd know her as Ryla. She's one of the kind of the better watchers. When you were last here, she was on the rise then, and she kind of works as a guard here right now, is overviewing things. You hear from the crowd. You hear this dryad, Thistlethorn. I can't say the word. She kind of steps up and goes, "The wilds were destroyed, never to be regrown again. The spear has splintered. A smaller portion is going northeast, but the other portion is heading still through the wilds northwest, killing anyone they see. How is this not an act of war?" Another half-giant, Treckle Drakebane, he kind of stands himself up. He looks and goes, "The Black Hinterlands will not hold back from fighting. Southerners will die if they come through our lands, and they will die." The Dust Watcher steps forward and goes, "I understand all of your grievances. I understand more than most. But we can't just attack them. This is not an official force. It is a private one. But it still is a difficult matter. If the North mobilizes against a Southern force, what do you think that sends to the South? That those that they've been told not to worry about, that are under control, can mass up an army that is capable of taking up vast portions of their land if they so saw fit? At the moment, they see you as splintered." You see Thistlethorn goes, "And maybe they should see us as splintered. But what if they should see us now for the first time as together? We should kill them if they're privatized. Are they surely going to send anyone?" You see Taurus goes, "You don't understand the politics of the South. Privatization is... we will be held accountable." And another one stands up. You see this half-devil with horns, jagged dragon-like skin. "I am Menerak. The 2,000 heading northwest will wipe out the lands. You have a responsibility. You are said to be the representatives of the South here in the North. We have worked alongside each other for centuries. And now we stand threatened by your southern ilk. I say we mobilize." Taurus is trying to argue back and forth. And during the kind of whole midst of this argument, you hear a moment where Ryder goes, "They're all dead anyway." So kind of people start muttering. She stands up, the harrigan. She steps forward and goes, "Most of you stay here. Most of you don't go beyond the walls. The Doran Wilds, the Black Hinterlands, these are safe territories in comparison to the Northwest. The true North. I've been there. The Wiltwoods is where they're heading. They won't survive the Wiltwoods." The kind of murmuring across the crowd of people kind of talking under their breath, confused. Taurus kind of turns and gives her the podium. "I came back from an expedition in the Wiltwoods not 2 moons ago. That woodland has a darkness looming over it. Friends turn on one another. People seek their darkest wants and needs, giving in to the very basic instincts of their mortality. You have nothing to worry about. The damage is already done. That spear is dead by week's end if they enter those woods. Focus on those who are injured now. Rebuild. The spear will be nothing more than a memory soon." She begins to wander off. There's kind of a murmuring in the crowd as people are kind of discussing under their breath. That's what Chitana steps and goes, "I think that dismisses us for now. Please, we'll continue this conversation later." People start kind of arguing. He kind of walks through the crowd past them as they're all just shouting over each other. Goes up to the top. And he looks and notices you, Carla. Hobbles through. Carlisle Davenport. Leans on a stick.
Oranos. It's good to see you.
And you? You look well. This is the adventuring group I've heard about. Guys,
yes, this is the Six. Everyone, this is Toranos.
Pleasure.
We caught the tail end of all that.
Yes, the very, very tail end. This has been going on for days. Ever since the spear started pushing through. It's a difficult scenario.
Yeah, we've seen them. We definitely saw it coming in, and we bumped into a couple of them going south, trying to bring a prisoner back.
Yes,
They don't seem like a very friendly sort.
It's zealotry. They are blinded by a mission, a goal to set back hundreds of years of diplomacy here in the north.
And they're going to the Wiltwood.
They are.
Yeah, well, Ryla's right. I don't think they're going to make it back from there. But it's more of how many people do they hurt before they get there.
Yes, but there's not much we can do about it. If the Watch reacts and attacks, the South will hold us accountable.
You know who commands them?
We don't know. A quiet, privatized group. We don't even know who the leader is. The person that they do refer to, the leader of this force, their general, is General Deluntius. But we know next to nothing about them. They were Southern general from Neverset, trained their whole life. And now they've been brought in as a mercenary to command this army.
Right. Well, I wish I could say there was something that the six of us could do about an army, but I think that might be a little bit
Yes.
beyond us.
Well, there was much going on in the city.
He kind of brings you over to the side, your group, and goes,
I know Gaius has asked if you could look into the matter of the idol for us, and we appreciate that. But I'm not going to hold over your caravan as some sort of bargaining chip. I will welcome them into the city.
I really appreciate that.
Of course.
I mean, I'm still going to look into it, though.
I appreciate
Prior to
that.
you.
There is something else. Things are stirring outside these walls. There is some sort of tournament. We don't know much about it.
he keeps his voice down, make sure like no one's walking past. They're all kind of busy over the other side.
Some sort of blood tournament. We are not sure who's running it. We've tracked people that have been invited. Those who invited us said they heard a woman's voice. A delicate voice. But when we track them, it's like they disappear into thin air. It's northeast of the city somewhere, but we can't find it. If you hear anything about that, let us know.
Yeah, well, we'll keep an ear out, for sure.
And there is one other thing.
Okay.
Father Quincy. He's been missing some time now.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
We lost heard word from him in the Wiltwood.
Yeah, that's about where I lost him too. That's why I'm pretty sure that ain't no one heading up to the Wiltwood gonna be getting out of there okay, I don't think.
No. Just wanted to
Well,
keep you in touch. And again,
well, considering I came from the Wiltwood, who knows, Quincy might still be out there.
We have hope.
Keep our eyes peeled for that. He's pretty tough. I think he might still be around.
I agree. Thank you again for writing. Uradot was one of my oldest friends here.
Yeah.
He looks across your group.
And word of the Six has not been lost to ears here in the north.
Is that so?
Am I wrong in hearing the word that you were responsible for the liberation of Songrest?
You would certainly be correct that was us.
We'd heard word for a while now that things down in Songrest were not as they seem. I'm glad that someone has done something about it.
Yeah.
He looks towards UV.
You are from the north.
Yes. How do you know this?
Your people are not found commonly in the south. Welcome home.
Thank you. She looks uncomfortable.
If you need anything from the watch. Also, I have instructed guys to show you the wall of mirrors. It is best that we let in outside help. There is a new one that the Sentry Knight has sent down that is concerning to us. An adventuring party that has traveled around might know more about it than we do.
Carlisle recognize what the wall of mirrors is? I don't personally remember that coming up yet.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a just straight wisdom check. This is kind of a wisdom. Sorry, not wait, nature. Yeah,
Only an 11.
You've probably heard the term. It's in the Watcher's Keep, but you've probably heard people just kind of talk about it in a general sense, as opposed to kind of knowing actually anything about it. It seems to be a place where the Watchers have a set of kind of like high priority targets. It's also known as the Hall of Names. It is a place of kind of, they keep kind of close guard on that area. So you would have heard Uradot mentioning like, oh, I didn't see that one on the Wall of Mirrors, etc. So
okay, yeah, we can take a look over there. We'll be heading to the Rise pretty soon anyways. We're just doing a little bit of shopping before we get back to it.
It's the best place in the world to shop. The variety up here is second to none.
Yeah, just about the last place in the world before we go farther north to shop too.
Yes. There's no point bringing your coin purses that way. If you need anything, any of you, the watch is here to help.
I really appreciate that.
you see Ryder kind of steps through the crowd and goes, "I lost you." Looks across at your group, eyes you all up.
Watcher Ryder here is going to be heading northwest. I'm sending her back to the Woodwood to search for Quincy.
Right. Okay. Well, I hope you're able to find him, Ryder.
She kind of shrugs her shoulders.
Or what's left of him.
Toros kind of hits her with a stick. Yeah,
I'll do my best. Well, standing in place aches these old bones. If you don't mind, an old man, I'll excuse myself back to my keep and my very comfortable chair. It's a pleasure meeting you, the Six.
bows his head. He starts hobbling on towards the tower. Ryder follows behind him.
How
What was
would
this
I
hall
know?
of mirrors that he was talking about?
Well, The Hall of Mirrors is kind of like closest thing I could approximate it to is a bounty board. I've never personally been in it myself. I'm not much of a, I'm not a watcher, so I wasn't really in that part of the rise. But if they want us to look at something in there, we might as well.
Sorry, Bree, what were you gonna ask?
Oh no, you're fine. I was gonna ask if V knew anything about the Wiltwood.
Oh, good question. Give me a straight history check.
Do I get any advantage?
I'll tell you what, actually, history check's a bit weird one for you because
Please.
this is more.
I have a -1 in history.
Please, just a widow advantage.
I am going to give you a little much. I'm going to give you. You can add your strength to this because this is going to be. If you do that, it's not going to be history of the Wiltwood. It's going to be what your tribe would know of it. It's almost just kind of like.
That makes a lot more sense.
Yeah. More like what you would have heard.
Okay, so that's a 16 and then +6.
Okay, plus then, yeah, very much so.
Yeah.
So you would know the Wiltwood is this area northwest of Hour Till Dusk. Well, sorry, no, straight north. It's near the Shadowlight Desert. It is renowned as kind of the most haunted place in the north. Spirits of thousands died there. When the setting happened back in the kind of whatever, nearly 2 millennia ago, when a god rose from the sea and began conquering the lands with sea creatures. The people of the north were kind of one of the ones to be attacked after Horizon's rest fell, and you wouldn't know necessarily all of that part, but I'll skip over the details there. This is me getting a little carried away.
Don't worry, I didn't write that part down just because V would not.
You can write down your little side notes bit. So you would know that at least the story that thousands died there and that their souls never really passed on, causing the Wiltwood to have like all of its trees kind of haunted. The trees are said to be like stationary and twisted. It's like a twisted version of the Doran Wilds. And it also holds like great mysteries. The whole point of the Wiltwood is people go there and they go missing. It's a very place of like disappearance and creatures of an unknown world. On the edge of the Shadowlight Desert, it's considered this kind of last stepping stone to get into the desert. Most people go around the Wiltwood. They avoid it at all costs. It is wintry, it is snowy, and life struggles to survive up there. Your people would probably see it as kind of a cursed land. Whilst you're in this area, is there any of the temples you want to go to, or are you going to skip the temples and go to the shops?
What were the temples again?
There's a Temple of Water and Fire, Temple of the Sky Lords, Temple of Lux, and Temple of Seasons.
I don't think Carlisle wants to go to any temples.
It's very fair.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, you can.
I don't think I have a reason to.
Well, let's get back to shopping. Yeah.
Then the next place you go to is the Hollow Halls. Inside the Hollow Halls, you would go to if you're just going to hit up all the major shops. You could go to actually technically the shop's there. The Flamekeeper shop is the one where someone died, so the shop is closed down. You can pass by there if you like, but if you want to keep shopping, I'll just take you to the Dimlit District. What do you prefer?
Well, that was so after that relic went missing in the mess hall. This was one of the misfortunes that happened after, right? Was
all the bad shit.
I mean, I don't know because Carlisle has now he doesn't have like written permission to that he's investigating this with the party, but I mean, like, we could try to get in there and at least take a look around. They might let us.
Yeah,
that's true.
While we're here.
Yeah. You could head over towards the shop then, and you'd see it's kind of cornered off, a couple of watches. Less exciting now than it was hours ago. People kind of move on. Some people stop and look. The moment you kind of approach the shop, you can see that something has like trashed and destroyed most of the stuff inside. Flamekeepers was a shop that sold incense, holy water, blessed coal. The shopkeeper was a drow. You can now see her lying dead the moment you kind of walk closer, pierced through the very glass of her front, with a kind of a long shaft of a broken spear in her back. When you approach, there's this moment where one of the spell knights kind of steps forward. You can see their kind of helmet glows with like a reddish glow underneath. And they say, "I'm sorry, you cannot come any closer." You see someone walking around in the background, a human man of kind of white hair, black tips at the end of it, very bony, gaunt, looks almost nimble like an elf, but clearly human. You recognize him, Carlisle, as Elric. He's one of the Watchers.
Oh, Elric.
See the spell that kind of stops, gets in your way. You see him, he looks around, tilts his head, begins kind of walking over and goes, at ease, this one's fine. Tilts his head, looks at all of you. Young, kind of, probably in his, like, just turned 20. You knew him when he's a little bit younger as well. He looks way older than he is. His kind of face and his structure is it makes him kind of appear late 30s, maybe early 40s, despite his kind of youthful eyes and kind of facial structure. You see him looking up to you and goes, "What the fuck are you doing here?"
Taking a look around, trying to figure out whatever happened here for Gaius and Toranos, specifically right now.
Folds his arms. "Yeah? You can take over my job then, because there's a ghost town in here. Someone's come in, they've trashed the place. Killed the Luxian worshipper, drove a spear through their back."
And that's all we have right now on this?
That's all I've got. I wasn't exactly built to investigate things like this. I'm a monster hunter. Okay, come on.
Well, I mean, I'm not exactly built for it either. I'm a doctor, but here we are anyways.
You might have a keener eye than I do. Go on, then past. He kind of wanders back over towards the soil, allowing you all to come with him. You can see as you go in. Give me an investigation check as you go in.
And thus, the part where I'm not built for this immediately happens.
Just to get a general
I had to
scene.
step away. Is it just Carlisle or did we all?
No, you can all.
We're all there, we're
He
all
gives you
there.
permission to come in. Yeah.
Oh, certainly all of you are coming. I have no
Why?
investigation
Yeah.
skill. Come along.
Do I see anything with my special brand? My eyes?
You don't. This doesn't seem to be, other than kind of like some of the store goods, such as the blessed coal, etc., which has an elements of like radiant magic to it. This doesn't seem to be done in like a magical nature. There doesn't seem to be any magic used in this place. It doesn't seem to be.
There's no like lingering effects of magic or anything.
No.
Okay.
The moment you kind of wander in, there seems to be like an attack of some kind.
I'll take a look real quick. Let's see what we got here. 26.
26. You see this kind of trashed up area, and you immediately start noticing. You're like, it might have been in your books. You've read about stories like this. You're kind of intrigued in your crime. You see that this wasn't a kind of a tussle. This wasn't an attack that the person tried to get away. They were killed quickly. And you work a timeline of events. First, they must have driven the spear through her back, pushed her against the window, and then smashed through the window. And then they trashed the store. There seems to be more an attack on Flamekeepers. As you search around the room, you also find she has a Luxian bracelet on. You see that they've crashed and destroyed anything that is Lux bound. All of the holy water and any of the glasses that had that symbol on it. The other ones have been left still. Some of them fallen, but only the ones that have... Something has been clubbing these. Something has gone around and actually smashed her desk, smashed any of the displays that showed any Luxian symbols whatsoever. It seems to be more of a message being sent. Then I'm going to need a perception check as you're looking around.
I'll run perception.
Okay.
23.
Ooh.
You search around. It's small. As you're kind of peering through the broken glass and whatnot, sometimes the mirror light shimmers into the glass, and you'd see some of the glasses kind of like reflects around the room. But there's a slight other thing that's twinkling amidst the glass on the ground. A small, very small studded earring with a bit of blood on it. The shopkeeper's not wearing earrings.
Carlisle will walk that over to Elric.
You see anyone with an earring like this?
Huh? No. Where'd you find that?
It's on the ground.
It's on the...
It was on the ground.
Appreciate you don't tell anyone that. He kind of looks at it. Runs his like finger over his jawline.
Oh.
Yeah?
Would I be able to tell if it was her blood or someone else's, or what kind of blood it is?
Ooh,
smart.
I like that. Give me...
I like that.
Shut the fuck up. Give me a survival check, but with strength.
I like that.
Okay.
This is your kind of your instincts, representing your instincts.
Okay, 15.
Okay, do you have proficiency?
In survival? I do actually.
Okay. So that would be...
also provide another 2d10 to it if we want to seriously get the intel. Or,
Holy moly.
I'll give you way more
That
information.
might help a lot if we're like pinpointing.
Because you're at 19 right now.
blood.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this will get you
you push it 20.
1d10
Okay.
on top, another 4.
Perfect.
Okay.
So that's 23.
23. 23 won't be able to tell you what this blood belongs to,
Okay.
but it will narrow it down.
Okay.
The drow's blood is a lot darker shade. It's a kind of a deeper, almost purple in its coloration, even when it comes out of the skin. This blood is a very soft, almost kind of like a burgundy-like red. You can tell the very subtle differences in its viscality, the way it kind of dries up, the way it kind of coats the edge. Reminds you of the same blood that gnomes, halflings, and smaller races have it.
Okay.
Coagulates quicker.
It's not drow blood. Halfling. Gnome. Something smaller.
Well, good job.
Thank you.
All right, then, Elric, at least for now, look out for some small halfling or gnome or goblin-sized earring like that one.
Okay.
Does it seem... I mean, like, with that blood on it, it's almost like she ripped it out of his ear in the struggle, maybe, or potentially. That's where my brain's going. I played a lot of Nancy Drew as a kid.
Give me a investigation check. That'd be investigation. Working out the little clues.
Oh, I mean, I don't know if I'm going to be the one to roll that, but if someone else wants to put on their detective hat.
Bree's like, but does Bree have this right?
I don't know. Not V.
Does anyone want to do it? You go for it, V.
It's
Then.
her investigation right now.
You do it.
Right?
You
She
do
took
it.
the reins on forensics. Okay.
Yeah, you did the forensics. Do the investigation. You might roll high.
Okay.
Guys,
Okay,
should we
okay.
do
Could be a chance.
CSI Sunforged?
Yeah, can we please?
We should pivot, man. I'm realizing we have
should
like
pivot.
the perfect group for solving murders.
Yeah.
Someone who can
Yeah,
identify blood at a
dude.
glance, someone that can see magic, someone who's
Yes.
functionally
It's
invisible,
true.
someone with
When our
insane
adventuring
charisma, and
days are
someone that can
done-
identify any item, all in the same pot.
It's perfect. That actually is such a cute retirement plan for all of us. We open a detective agency together.
Yeah.
I love
At the
it.
end of our
Look into
adventuring
unsolved
days.
mysteries.
That's so cute. I love that.
You just
if I
roll straight
rage,
up.
Could I roll? Okay.
Yeah, just roll. You rage your own help against investigation.
Okay.
I just want to see if V can work this.
Two. A 2.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
What would I think?
Two. He's so
I'm gonna-
smart.
okay. I'm gonna ask you, okay? I'm gonna set the scene for you, okay?
Spit that out.
You pick up this earring. You know that it doesn't
Yeah.
belong to the drow. No, sorry. Let's pull it back
I
in more.
have the perfect idea.
Yeah, you know that there's blood on it, and it's an earring in this area. It's not drow blood. You can't piece
How tall is
anything
the
together.
guy, Carlisle's friend?
He's a short for a human, 5'5", maybe 5'6".
She's gonna hold it up next to his ear and like kind of like look.
He goes,
I don't think so, but I mean,
obviously not. I reacted to. I was in the air. I reacted to this.
It could be anyone. Small.
anyone?
Small.
Question.
Yeah.
Well, you're not exactly tall.
He's like, I'm 5'9". I'm 5'9" and a half.
This
Yeah.
might be a
Wait,
silly
so
reach.
he's taller than me, so she's holding it up high.
Yeah.
I never get to use this, so I'm just curious. Is it clear to me as a past jeweler what like class of person might have worn this?
Ooh, great
that's
one.
some
Give
We have
me.
so much detective shit. God damn.
Good.
Give me a. Oh, I'm trying to think. This is kind of like a. I guess this is. Yeah. Do your jeweler's check. Do you have jeweler's tools still?
I have jeweler's tools.
Yeah. Give me that with. If it says query, do charisma, because it's kind of streetwise.
A 29.
You.
Holy shit.
Your old hobby kicks straight back in. This is fake silver. It is a kind of a smaller stone, mined in kind of colder mountains. It is cool. It's a frost stone of sorts. It's like this kind of shaved ice, but it's an ice that doesn't melt. It is not rare in the slightest this far north. In the south, it starts to become rarer because you can only really find it in places like the Black Hinterlands. The Black Hinterlands is the main source of where it comes from. But for people around the Black Hinterlands, this is it's cheap as copper. It is the most regular thing you can get, tacky even, some would use. So to turn this into jewelry up here means someone probably is rather of immense wealth from the south, or wealth from the south, or they are a local to the east on a common end.
Okay. Tack will, well, if V is like holding it out, Tack will kind of gently take it and get a closer look and rattle all of that off.
Okay.
Wow, good job. Man, we are good at this.
So.
Well, where does that take us from here, though?
Someone small, potentially from the north.
I feel like it's one of those like we can't unless there's another clue that we've missed here. We can't.
Yeah.
There's nothing actionable with this until we investigate the like mess hall next, and we like go to the next spot and see if there's anything that connects those two things from there.
For sure.
Okay, well, we're keeping an eye out for someone like Yay Tall and one earring. I would assume they're probably going to get rid of the other one after leaving one behind, but you never know. They might not be that smart. Probably going to go take a look at the place where that relic went missing now.
And V's not smart enough to know this, but potentially looking for someone who has a ripped ear lobe.
Yeah.
If the earring was ripped out. Is the back still in the earring?
Is the back still in the earring?
Yeah, because if you remove an earring willingly, you will take the clasp out and remove it.
It's still in there.
It was ripped out.
It was ripped out.
V doesn't know that,
Ripped
though.
ear.
What good does this
Are
do?
you doing a check to see if we know that?
This is can I like medicine check to connect this dot? Like
Sure,
there's gotta be
yeah.
someone here that's
Go
like,
for it. I'll tell you
Body.
Tell you this.
There we go.
Okay, so we're actually going to also want to be looking for someone that just has a ripped out, like a really ripped ear by the looks of it. So that's probably easier.
Right.
Keep your eyes peeled for that, but also not very tall.
What do you mean? How do you know that?
Well, because old bag is still there, and there's
let's
blood
walk and
everywhere.
talk.
Eric goes,
I see.
We'll keep investigating around here, but sounds like you guys got this handled.
He kind of heads back in, confused. Touches his own ears to double check, and then he continues looking around and seeing if he's. At this point, he's like half-heartedly because he realizes he's missed a major clue, but allows you guys to move on away from the scene. Where would you like to go? You still going around shops, or are you in deep in the investigation now?
I think we gotta follow the trail now.
Dude,
Yeah.
we're
Yeah.
so good at this. We gotta keep
Trail's hot.
Yeah.
Trail's hot.
It is.
Looking around. Can I like passively just be also looking around for anyone with like any kind of ear
Yeah.
wounds or bandaging or anything?
What's
I
your
don't
passive
imagine
perception?
they're walking the streets, but you never know.
What's your passive perception?
My passive perception is a
It's
23.
Crazy. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. It's pretty much guaranteed that if you pass by anyone that has an injury like this, you'll be able to pick out. At least you're looking at everyone's ears as you're passing.
Nice.
You journey over towards the rise. You'd head into kind of the lower section in the cafeteria area. All the tables are kind of lined out. They let you through. All the tables are lined out, so it's kind of in the rounds, like open, facing. You can see into the cafeteria from like way out of the on the kind of main street as you're going in.
I'd imagine it's relatively empty considering there's a carriage outside that's giving everyone free food. So this is a good chance for us.
That's true. Yeah. There's a lot.
Investigate the
Exactly.
area.
Yeah, a lot of people queuing up over there, getting the free food over there. Only a couple of people kind of sat down here, and they're mostly not eating. They're mostly just kind of talking over things and allow you guys to kind of walk in. You'd see the dangling, almost like where you'd put candles, kind of dangling into the center of the room. You see where this clearly was where the idol was hanging. It's on like these 3 chains in this kind of circular bowl where it's missing. Dangles probably about 8 foot off the ground. That's where you'd know the idol was kind of hanging beforehand.
Can we get V, would you mind giving Desmond a lift up there so we can take a look around?
How would you like carry you?
Sorry, Desmond, you're better at actually looking carefully at things than me, I feel like, at this point. So,
Yeah. I mean, whatever's easiest for you to get up there.
Okay, I'm gonna give you uppies like a cat when you're like showing them something on the wall, just under the armpits.
Showing my cat things he's never seen.
Yeah, exactly. I'll fly us both up.
Me thinking like, why the fuck would you show a cat something on a wall and then realizing this is Bree?
They're
It's just like a
cute, they don't have to
bug.
Go up that high, yeah.
You would look up there, and it seems to be just an empty bowl where it's kind of clearly taken off. There's a clasping area that's been actually, well, there is a clasp in the center where obviously the idol was held in place. Give me an investigation check, Desmond.
Yes. That's interesting. Dirty 20.
You look down to the clasp. It seems like this inside of the bowl where you could put the idol in and like lock it in place by twisting the kind of bottom of the clasp. To take the idol out, you'd have to undo the clasp, then take it. Weirdly, this clasp is closed still. Meaning the person would have had to unclasp it, take it out, and then reclasp it back up.
Uh-oh. That makes me think inside job. It's someone who's familiar with the mechanism. Why would they even... It's like instinct for them to close it. Like they didn't even think about that.
And
suspicious.
More gain, because you're in range of this place. They told you that they couldn't find much remnant magic. However, you see magic. You see it differently. You can see the fading of a couple days old Wispen elements of conjuration magic. Of a potent level. It's a high level spell that was used. You can see almost like, it looks almost to you like sawdust, just kind of like drifting in the air a little bit.
Yeah, Morgan would like almost like kind of like pluck at it in the air and kind of roll it between her fingers. Conjuration magic. A few days old, I think. A strong spell.
What kind of... I'm not too familiar with conjuration magic, but what does that actually... What exactly do we have if we just know someone did cast a spell here? I can't really say what it would be.
Conjuration magic is used to create objects, mostly.
Well, that's confusing because I think we're missing an
creatures.
object
Hmm.
right now.
What else? You can use it to teleport things.
Oh.
That might be more helpful here. So if it's teleportation, that might be why the clasp is still closed, because they never had to activate the clasp.
They left with magic.
Why? Oh, because they're too short to get up there. I was like, why wouldn't they just... And I was like, does it make a noise when you open it? Like, is it like an alarm goes off? But then, like, logically also, they're just not tall enough to reach it either. They'd have to get like a ladder. It'd have to be like a big scene.
We don't know if...
I guess we don't know the murderer is the one that took it.
We don't know that. We also don't know if teleportation was used for the person to leave or just to teleport the thing from where it was to them.
That's
right?
true.
Like Vortex. Well, I mean, he said it was at a high tier, like a potent
Yeah.
Yeah.
which would not be something like Vortex would.
It's stuff like Misty Step, but also like actual teleportation.
I am not familiar with magic, but how nearby would someone need to be to do this?
To do what?
If they teleported it away.
Within view of the object, I'd say. 60 feet at most.
Is anyone let in here?
I mean, Joe, is that something that Carlisle would know if like anyone could just come in here, or if like
no roll needed. No, this area is your only reason you guys are being let in this area is because of your standing with the Watchers in the hospital. The only time even hospital people are kind of lured over to the side, they're barely brought down here. Maybe people that are being kind of worked on in the hospital wing, but that's the closest you're going to get to a civilian.
Well, I would say no, that no one can just walk in here unless they know somebody. So what we could do is go down the line of, well, who is in this place that is a capable caster that could cast a teleportation spell, and then go down that line.
You hear this kind of moment with footsteps coming towards you, and you see Gaius is kind of like holding a donut. He's wiping his mouth. You can see he's got sugar all across his lips. He goes, there you are, mate. Good to see how you do.
Guys,
We've seen the little wagon over there selling all sorts of things.
Yeah, that's ours. Wait, selling? Wait, you didn't pay him. Who's selling anything there?
Well, no, I traded to get to the front of the line. Apparently, they're going to run out.
Oh, no, they're not going to run out.
That pesky little bastard.
You got swindled.
Looks down at it. It doesn't taste as good now. No, it's free. He pops in a little pouch in his pocket. Looks at you.
That's fucking funny.
Have you? He's the hobgoblin friend of Carlos you guys met in the inn. As a reminder, he kind of looks up and goes, looking into it, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, we were just at the shop too, because we were down that way. Found an earring there. We want to be on the lookout for someone pretty short, at least as far as that murder is concerned. Someone short with a torn up ear. But we figured we wouldn't be able to get much more done until we come here and take a look around. Someone casted magic, looks like. Morgane's got a special gift for seeing that. What do you mean, no?
Well, we checked that.
Check that how?
Morgane, can you,
Well, we could cast detect magic. We just had a little look at the area.
Who casted?
He calls across Radigal. He goes, "Hey! Oi, Radigal!" And you see him kind of comes over towards you guys. The one he was kind of sat with before. You cast detect magic on here? You found that the magic right was nowhere to be found? He goes, "Yeah, no, nothing."
Can I insight that?
Yeah.
Oh no.
23.
He seems to be holding back some information.
Oh no.
Morgan, can you guide them to where they should detect magic and be looking especially close here?
Sure. She would like grab his arm relatively forcefully and lead him right so it's in his face, like in the air.
Yeah, he looks at you. Right here, yeah.
Right here.
Cast it. Oh. Yes, there is magic here. Conjuration magic. Guys goes, oh.
No.
It's interesting that you missed it the first time. Why do you think that is?
Stress. Kind of turns around. Stress, probably.
How tall is he?
What does he look like?
Check his ears.
What about 5'2"?
He's wearing a hat.
Okay.
Radigal, I don't want to be rude or anything, but it's pretty obvious you're holding back something at least. So how about we at least put all of our cards here on the table?
Roll an intimidation check. Give you advantage.
Can I aid with that by trying to appeal to the fact that we're both Papilios
Okay.
and like you don't, I mean, like V is like never one other in her experience on the road, right?
Mm-hmm.
So she'll just kind of like nod encouragingly, like it's okay.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, give
I'll
advantage.
intimidate with advantage. 15. I'll bring that to an 18.
Okay. He goes, I did find it the first time. Garrus looks past. What do you mean? I saw there was magic used, and Garrus kind of like steps forward and goes, you offered to come and check in on this, to investigate this with me. Rhaegal nods. Explain yourself. He looks towards UV guiltily and then looks across and goes, someone paid me. Not in gold, but in, I don't know, promises. They said that they came to me recently and said, I had family in the Doran Wilds. I know we don't. I know that we leave our family behind when we join the Watch, but I don't see any of them among the refugees. I don't see any of my Eclipse among the refugees. And then I heard that the Watch, we weren't doing anything. We weren't going to react to this spear. Even though we're here protecting the North, and we're meant to be protecting these people, and we didn't do anything. And someone came to me and they said to me, if I want to see retribution against the spear, the Watch needs to be encouraged. All I was asked to do was say I found nothing here. I kind of like tilt the head down. Gaius kind of folds his arms. Okay. He looks across at your group. It's quiet right now. You can question him.
What this person look like?
Madrigal looks up. Is it? It's Sven Nefblim, deep gnome. He was quite nasty. He
He comes from the Black Hinterlands. He came with one of the groups there. He didn't
They
say
have an
who was-
earring like this. Carlisle pick up the earring.
He nods. He had lots of jewelry on.
We found this at the murder scene of that shopkeep.
I promise I didn't know anyone was going to be hurt. I thought this was just going to encourage things. The idol was meant to represent peace. I just thought that if it wasn't there anymore, it meant it would be war against those who deserve it. And I had no idea. Gaius kind of just shakes his head. Maybe I had no idea. Where is he now? Radigo shakes his head. I don't know. Among the refugees.
Well, we all know what to look for then. We need to find this steep gnome.
He's missing one of the nostrils on his nose. He wears this kind of clasp to cover it. A golden clasp. He wears about 4 or 5 necklaces around his head. His head looks almost tilted over because they're heavy. His left arm is kind of cut at the tendon. He keeps it up almost like he wore a sling for a long time. He kind of keeps it tucked against himself. He's bald, middle of age, sharp, thin eyes. He talks in kind of a very soft tone. I had no idea it would do. I didn't know anyone would die. I thought it might just... Gaius nods his head and goes, I'll do with Radigo. You can find out where this gnome is.
Yeah.
He walks over, come here. And pulls him to one side. And takes him off to like an extra area. And you can hear him kind of like hush breath shouting at him.
What will happen to him?
I don't know. I think Gaius is a pretty reasonable person. And it's pretty obvious Radigal was desperate. And they did not mean for this to happen. I could tell that without even needing to look very closely. I think they're just young and a little naive. But I don't think they're gonna die or anything extreme like that. But let's worry about this killer first, and then we can see what happens over there.
Here's what I don't understand is why would somebody who is so recognizable with so many identifying features be doing so much in this town?
Suspicious. As
They either have nothing to lose or they want to get caught for some reason.
Yeah. Guess we better keep our guard up for that then, I guess, if we're walking into a trap.
Well, it'll be easy to find out who's seen him. A lot of things to remember.
Joe, do we know where like most of the refugees are being like kind of housed right now?
Yeah, most of the ones are outside of the gates itself. Some live in the treaties, some are on the kind of the outskirts of the treaties, but most are outside.
Okay.
In tents and what.
Well, then probably, given that we're at the rise, it'd probably be best to like kind of walk through the treaties first and then go to like Tall Road and then across to River Road and just see, like asking around and just like keeping an eye out if we see this person or hear anything about this person or anyone has seen this person.
Yeah.
Okay. Then yeah, you can head out and you can start asking around, asking about this person, asking where they are. Before we do dive into that, let's give it the 5-minute break now, so you guys can have a chance to stretch your legs before we dive into the last portions of this investigation, or if you do find the road towards it. All right, we're back in 5 minutes, guys.
All right.
Okay. Let's unmute. Okay, welcome back, everyone.
Hey,
Thank
Joe.
you. Thank you, Joe.
Thanks, Joe.
You're welcome, guys. You're welcome. With us bringing it back into things, you walk through the treaties. You're searching for this deep gnome. You know the description. You know the kind of general outlook to look for. It's a pretty recognizable figure. You would search through there. Are you asking around? What's your kind of strategy of searching?
I mean, part of me is like, there's not a good chance that we're just going to see this guy walking around realistically.
Yeah.
So if we don't ask people, we're probably not going to get any direction at all.
Yeah, I agree.
I think
Okay.
probably asking people based off of the description.
Then could you give me I'll take rather an investigation check or just a persuasion check. Investigation just kind of covers it. Persuasion check, just going around kind of convincing people.
Let's leave the talking to Tech. I don't think I'm good at this part.
26 on persuasion.
Okay. You would kind of ask around at the top of these treaties area. Someone says, like, most of the time people they don't know. There's a lot of interesting characters that come through, but one person does tell you, I did see a figure like that. They were actually heading over towards the jeweler's store. They asked for directions. He kind of points over
was
towards
that?
it. A few days ago. I pointed in the direction. The Miners Guild over there, the Stone Etchers Guild. They're the ones who deal with a lot of the jewels selling around here.
Thank you.
Of course.
Yeah. If anybody wanted to come, I would go there next.
Yeah.
The whole
that is-
detective squad is coming.
We are a
The
need
agency.
Yes.
The agency, yes.
Yeah, you could head over to the Stone Etchers Guild inside the Hollow Halls. Primarily, this place sells kind of gravestones and anything you want kind of etched into your gravestone is done here. But also they do sell like natural resources as well. They sell rocks, they sell kind of ores and whatnot, and some gems, some jewels. As you kind of head inside, you would see this necromancer. She's an elf, tall, kind of long ginger hair. She's quickly etching behind the stool into one of these kind of gravestones, a rounded, very standard traditional one. Using kind of a chisel to etch a name in, using magic to kind of clean it up afterwards as well, doing a lot of prestidigitation and whatnot. And she kind of, her eyes go up when you come in. Hello.
Looked at each other. Hi. We're looking for someone. We were directed here. Potentially might have seen them a couple of days ago. Pac will give a description of the person.
Oh. Yes, a gnomish fellow. He came in ordering quite a bit of gemstone. I assume he was selling it on, not to use for a gravestone of any kind. Do you need anything in particular about him?
Anything that you can give us?
Yes.
Honest, we're looking into a matter in town that's quite serious.
He paid in trades, not gold coin, as so often is the likelihood of people that come from the Black Hinterlands. But just traded in various gemstones of their own making for 1,000 gold worth of sapphire. Which, of course, I do have very little left now, but it was they overpaid.
Interesting. Did he leave a name?
No name.
Did he say anything that might have implied that he would be moving on quickly, or where he was staying?
No. Well, no, he did. We had it shipped out to him. He has a tent somewhere outside in the low angle near one of the fields, just off of the bottom of the tall bridge. He's tented with most of the others from the Black Hinterlands. Those that came with the, what's his name? That Jinn fellow. He has many, many followers outside.
See. Thank you. Do people value sapphire specifically out here for anything specific, or?
No. I mean, some people do like to have their loved ones etched with gemstone. It's said to send you on to better afterlives in some of the cultures around here. But some gems are worth nothing to others, and others are worth everything to some. So it's just a matter of that. No one's really ordered that much there before. So I presume it wasn't for anything death-related.
How much did you say it was again?
Well, it was 1,000's worth, but they paid at least 1,400.
Can I do an Arcana check to see if I know of any spells
Yeah.
that use 1,000 gold of sapphire?
Yeah,
specifically like conjuration, even.
Mm-hmm.
Only at 15.
Mm. It
I'll
wouldn't
push it up to a 20.
You push up to 20?
Yeah.
Okay, if you do push up to 20, then it would work, because I was setting the DC at 10 plus the spell level, which is a 6th level spell. Called Instant Summons.
Oh, that's the one where you crush the sapphire, right? And
yes.
It gives you an item?
Yes.
So he probably marked the thing with the sapphire, because you can, at like any point, just crush the sapphire and get that item that you marked.
Right.
I don't think there's a time limit on it, right?
No time limit.
It's whenever.
If there's...
Oh, you guys.
I was going to say, if there's no time limit, then this could have been marked for a long time.
Yeah, he could have marked it
before they even
whenever.
like gave it as a gift.
He came in, made a transaction,
gonna
marked
ask-
it, left, and then grabbed it after the fact.
God
Was-
summoned it.
The djinn that he came here with named Zibrai. I don't know if I wrote that down right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. So that was me saying...
Because she said she
so
couldn't
you're-
remember the name of the djinn.
Yeah. She goes, we didn't come into the store with them, but he was part of
To
that.
the area.
Yes, part of that refugee collective just below the tall bridge.
That is the one that gifted the idol in the first place.
So, this gnome would have cast that spell, or perhaps just procured the reagent for it then, Desmond?
When, go back to the shopkeeper. When did you say this sapphire was purchased?
That must have been about 4 days ago.
So at any point from 4 days ago, all he had to do was get in there. You would have to touch the object.
Well,
What if they had
Did that-
touched it? Or, like,
did that deep gnome look like much of a caster to you? Much of a spell
Yeah.
caster?
She smiles, kind of looks down and goes, I don't mean to presume, but no, I think you need a certain eloquence to spell casting that I've seen some wizards who are capable otherwise, but when I was asking what form he wanted the sapphires in, would it be crushed, whole, flawed, or chipped in any way? He didn't really seem to know. He just said at least 1,000's worth.
Carla looked at the others. That makes sense with the fact that gnome did not use spells to deal with that shopkeep.
forgive me if it was mentioned before, but how long ago was the idol given as a gift as to ensure peace to our the watch?
Within the week. It was like sometime in the last
Okay,
5 or so
got
days.
it. So it was given, and then it's gone quickly. Okay.
Okay.
Well, looks like we know where to look.
Yeah. I feel like we should probably report this back to Gaius or Toranos before we do anything else. I'm getting a bad feeling about this.
True. You've been very helpful. Thank you.
She bows her head. I assume you're not coming in to buy anything here, but if you ever do lose someone and you want them immortalized through these, I can help.
Well, do you have diamonds?
I do, yes.
I'll take 500 gold worth of diamonds right now.
That's all I've got. Sure.
Well, that's perfect then. Thank you for the help.
Are you paying in gold coin or are you paying in...
I'll be paying in gold, if that's okay.
That is preferred. She heads to the back and kind of comes out with a little bag. She goes, would you like it in crushed form or hardened? I only really
crushed if you can.
That is preferable as well. And she placed it on the table in a little bag.
Thank you.
I like that this is like the fantasy version of stores that say cash only.
Yeah.
Cash preferred. Cash is freedom.
While we're leaving, Carlisle's gonna like look to the others.
All of this has given me a bad feeling that this was all planned from the start by either someone in the Jinn circle or the Jinn themselves.
I agree.
Something about how expensive all that sapphire was. The fact that, Desmond, this is a spell that requires a lot of setup to begin with. Feels like that item might have just been put there to incite all of this to begin with. As an excuse.
Hmm.
I'm worried that if we just go there and try to find this deep dome or we confront anyone about this spell, we're gonna end up getting into a lot of trouble out there.
Well, trouble does seem to find us.
Yeah, maybe we just let some of the watchers know before we go stirring up any more, though.
We are technically doing this for them.
Yeah.
Makes no sense to keep them out of the loop.
Okay. We'll head on back to Watcher's Rise to look for Gaius or Toranos. I'm assuming Gaius will be the one that's easiest to find.
He's actually with him. They're on the kind of lower section. Toranos is being shown where the idol was. Gaius explaining, Radagor's kind of standing to the side looking down. And when he kind of sees you approach, Toranos kind of goes,
I was just being brought up to speed.
Oh, that's good. That makes us a little bit easier because we have some new information.
Gaius looking, you've been gone less than an hour.
We are pretty good at detective work, it turns out.
Yeah. What have you learned?
Desmond, can you explain the spell portion of this first so everyone's kind of caught up to speed with what happened here?
Oh, yeah. We believe a spell was cast, fairly high level spell, which worries me a bit. At some point, we believe the culprit purchased a sapphire worth at least 1,000 gold within the last 4 days, correct? Looks
yes.
Everyone. Okay. They would have had contact with this idol, touched it, and marked it. And then at any point, there's no limit to how long it would take. They could just, from anywhere, crush this sapphire, and the idol would take its place.
Gaius kind of like looks confused. Toranos kind of catches on quickly than he does and goes, what do you mean? That means...
We're worried that this whole gift may have been used as kind of an excuse to take it back and incite all of this.
Toranos kind of leans on the stick.
You believe that the Jinn itself is setting a trap.
We don't think the idol was given in good faith.
Yeah, someone that would have to be a capable spellcaster would have had to have touched it at some point, and unless you're aware of many other capable spellcasters in the Jinn's circle, it's a little narrowed down.
Are the levels of spells like the numbers themselves like meta knowledge, or is that like
No, that's
an
involved.
actual-
They kind of class them in that as well as a
Okay.
means of talking about power. Yeah.
Okay, then I would relate. Yeah, this. I mean, this would be at least 6th level.
Can I ask a in-world question?
Sure.
In the north, do people still have to have like register themselves to be able to legally cast certain spells?
No.
Wow,
this is
no.
the-
Wild
this is
West,
the places.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wild
North.
West.
Wild West.
Hell yes.
Yeah, they have no jurisdiction.
I
over
miss
it.
it.
Oh, God bless.
Tyrannus will look across the group and say,
Can any of you cast the spell locate object?
No.
Give us a couple of hours and we can have one scribed up. We tried it here within the city. In 2 locations. But nothing. If we gave you another scroll, and you were to use it closer to their camp, that would confirm if they have it.
And if they do you want us to relay that back to you and let you sort that out from there?
Yes. We can handle this one.
I'm worried about that.
Sweats?
Yeah.
Don't worry.
I mean, we'll be nearby.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, well, we will stick around until you have that scroll ready then.
it will take them a few hours because annotation scrolls does take time, but they will start working on the summon locate object scroll in the meantime. It will take 2 hours. It's an hour per level.
Okay.
In the meantime, do you just wait around here for a couple hours, or do you want to do anything else?
We don't really. We did everything, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's like other
in regards
story
to-
stuff to do,
Well, yeah,
but it's like
there's
I don't
like
want
a
to.
blood tournament, but
there's the
like I
blood
feel like we need to
tournament.
solve this first.
And the blood
Yeah,
thing is
I feel
also
like-
related to the doctors in the hospital wing at
Yes.
Watcher's Rise, but I don't really want to do those while we're doing
Let's
it.
not
in,
muddy the
Quest log
waters.
scroll.
hot on the
Yeah.
trail of one
Yeah.
of them. So I'm just gonna
Yeah.
kinda- I think I mean, we had a busy couple hours. I think we're doing a pretty good job. We've earned ourselves a little lunch break.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's weird to get in line at our own.
It's a good question though. If you do get in line, it would take the better part of probably half the time you're waiting. Like it's an hour queue of all of the different watches, and the hospital wings now started to come down as well. People kind of moving on. It's taken quite a while because a lot of people still don't understand the rules as they go through. With like Indrasa and kind of in there trying to explain to each one of them as you go past. You guys would eventually get to the front. Here's a question: when you do go inside your own caravan, what does each person order as their kind of go-to meal when you sit inside?
Oh, interesting.
Let's get everyone do a roll, and then we'll go from like top to bottom of those people.
Just a D20.
Yeah, I just want to know what your character's go-to meal is. Okay, it's looking like we'll start with Carlisle, unless Desmond rolls higher. Okay, Carlisle. What would Carlisle order?
Carlisle grew up in Seeker's Luck, which is like a very like sea focused kind of area. I think that he would order like a hearty kind of chowder, like a seafood chowder is what he would order.
Oh, that sounds so good right now in real life.
You order up, you see exactly how you kind of pictured it. You can almost smell being by the sea as well coming off of it. and you'd get yourself this seafood chowder as you sit down at your familiar table inside. Different people at different tables. It's quite busy in here, like almost like a very ram-packed hidden spot that's just kind of gone viral. Opposite you, Desmond, what do you order?
You know how there's that liquor that has like gold flakes in it?
yeah.
Goldschlager?
He would get like a wine with gold flakes that
Amazing.
glistens so brightly.
Yeah, someone else goes, can I get one? I'm going to get one of those as well. And they order like, oh, he's just putting that down again. Sat next to Desmond then, Morgan.
Morgan would get like a hearty meat stew.
Okay, yeah. Like, almost kind
Something
of like
from like the canteen of the order.
Yeah. Like the special day, like once every couple of weeks they have like a full meat day where they've gone out hunting. Okay. What about V?
I think she still isn't used to the idea of indulging or allowing herself to have luxuries, so hers is probably sad. It's probably like boiled meat that you would feed like an animal. That's what she's used to.
Baby.
Just like boiled meat comes out, you see it kind of puts on the plate. It's like familiar kind of like wooden bowl for you. And tack.
It's not necessarily a comfort.
No, yeah.
But Tack grew up in Songrest, which is at the end of the long road. So it's a lot of import and export, a lot of interesting things coming through all the time. And I think potentially the food there wound up being sort of a fusion of different areas.
Yeah.
So would probably have like an in-universe equivalent of like fusion food.
Yeah. It could be like fruits that have been spiced in different ways. You've got kind of like these vegetables which have come from afar, but they've been mixed with meat from animals, which is completely different, to, like foreign to the lands those vegetables came from in the first place. Yeah, you could definitely get a lot of fusion foods. Some, like, I imagine yours is kind of people like confused looking at it because they just see the separation. But yeah, you'd all be able to sit around with your meals and kind of take a moment for lunch. Relaxing.
If I wait, are we? It's the food is really there.
The food is there. As long as you're inside, you can't bring it outside with you. Yeah.
Right. I think Tack would look at V's plate and would take like a little bit of what they've got. Maybe like there's probably like an interesting sort of fruit salad sort of aspect to it. And we'll take a little bit of it and put it on her plate and be like, try that. You'll like it.
She'll try it. What does it taste like?
I think probably like sweet, and it's got like a vinaigrette sort of a thing. So it's like a sweet tangy combo thing.
V just like, you know, that Ratatouille moment. Like she just is just not used to having nice things for herself, and hanging out with all of you, she's really lowered her guard with that. So when it comes to like her choosing for herself, she still gravitates towards what she was given, right? But you putting that on her plate, she just looks at you like, that is so good.
It's good.
Morgan will like lean over and try some of her food, the meat, and be like, "Oh gods, no! Try this," and then make her eat the meat stew as well.
Yeah. Speaking of good, if you haven't tried this chowder,
sweet.
Push that across the table.
Oh, you don't want this. Points at my drink.
No, it is bad for your blood.
Everybody who
You
has
cannot
it says
have
it's
blood.
awful. Yeah.
So it is fine.
Yeah, you get all these kind of fusions of different shared meats. It's almost like a tapas meal now, kind of all these small plates in front of you for you to try. There's a good atmosphere inside your caravan. You've got people that are ordering all of these foods from across the world, sharing out. There's the same kind of similar thing, like, when I was in the Ruby 2 years ago, try this. And then someone else goes, it's going to be better than this fish that I had in Horizons. Like, I've never had it. And they kind of sharing out all their food together. It's a lot of shared experiences, this kind of almost collective unification through food, through their stomachs. You do have the occasional, like, there's almost that kind of Red Dwarf moment of someone just going like, fish, fish. They just keep getting the same thing over and over. But it is kind of this very comfy atmosphere. You'd be able to leave fully, almost kind of like content to come back out into the outdoor area. People are excited to go inside. Some people line up for a second go if they can. But you've kind of created a little pocket of happiness here among people that are stressed and kind of go through pretty difficult times.
Awesome.
But by the time you kind of leave, because of how it has to function, where people are sat inside, by the time you have left, you'd see they're kind of waiting for you with the scroll. Gaius kind of wanders over and hands out the scroll to your group. Sorry to break up your moment, but here it is. If what you confirm to be true, find me, and we'll deal with this.
Are you? I don't question everyone's capabilities and everything, but if there's anything we can do to, keep this away from the watch as well, I'm happy to try.
It's better that we do it. If you are right in finding this, what it means is we have to send a clear message. The watch does not tolerate trickery and warmongering. We're going to send a threatening message with no bloodshed, unless they start it. But we presume they won't.
They already have with the shopkeep. Who said that?
Yeah. Hey, that person's right. They have already.
Somebody leaning over with a fish. Hey.
We don't think it will come to anything. We need to prove that they did this. The evidence you've already supplanted. If we get this last bit and we find out the idol's with them, we confront them en masse. We'll have the entire support of every other refugee camp, along with anyone in the treaties. It's a collective. If they see them as traitorous, as warmongering, they'll want them gone just as much as we do. But if you go in there and you swing your blades and your magic, there's a chance people will turn against you.
Okay. So, I take it in that case, you want us to also leave it if we see the killer, because we may see them there.
You provided us evidence for us. You could have done this a different way. You could have gone and dealt with it yourselves, but I think you've chosen the path of less bloodshed. We appreciate it.
All right. We'll go take a look then.
Okay. He kind of wanders back over towards the others. And you can see he's talking to like a small unit of people, and they kind of gather around. There's a good like 20 watchers that they're talking to. Readying your kind of your word back.
Somebody know how to use one of these things. Points at the scroll.
Yeah, I can do it.
Thank you, Tech.
How long does it take to use a scroll? It's instant?
Yeah, it's an action.
Yeah, we just don't want to use it right yet. We want to get closer to the camp first.
Yeah, it's 1,000 feet. Okay, are you wandering out into proximity of the camp?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
so, right? In a
Yeah, might as well.
nonchalant, non-suspicious way.
Yeah, we do some of this.
Yeah, very nonchalant.
Just go for a walk. I'm so full.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, my tummy. Ooh.
Too much chowder.
Yeah, you'd be able to head outside, going through the kind of eastern exit of the tool road, climbing down, going around the kind of wrapped out natural ramp that builds around the edge of the mountain here. On the outskirts of all of the tents, you'd find the refugee camp that came from the Black Hinterlands. And you can see they've kind of got a good couple hundred people, about 250 in total. And you get within range. You're kind of surrounded by all their tents. They're very kind of, it's very segregated out here in terms of the different groups that have arrived all together. Town folk, some people sharing and trading amongst each other, but it is very much, you can see almost these small units of towns and villages that have built together. So you find the one that's appropriate. You can see there's kind of a central large purple tent surrounded by many, many smaller ones, presumably where the Shadow Djinn is.
Yeah.
Okay.
are the I assume it's still when using the scroll whatever components are necessary for that spell, like
Yes,
if I need to vocalize and all of that still has to happen, correct?
You don't need the material component. It covers that as long as it's not a consumable material. But yeah, the vocal somatic, it will be there. It's almost like written out like a phonetic form for you to read, so you can kind of cast the spell from the scroll. The magic is contained within it.
Okay. I'd just make sure I was somewhere where that was not.
Yeah, I was.
Where I'm not like standing in the middle of everybody being like, I'm casting a spell now.
Hello, everyone. I'm just doing something.
Hi. One sec, guys. So yeah, still within like good range of everything, but
Yeah.
maybe sort of off to the side. I'll cast it.
Okay. About near the end of it, near like 900 feet away, coming from that central tent, you get the ping.
It's there. And
From the big tent?
yeah.
All right, well, we better let them know that.
Okay. You head straight back?
While we're here.
Okay. Yeah.
I think Tack would say, like, while we're here, do we want to see if we can figure out where this gnome is?
Do I
Not
see any
with
magic in
intention
this, like,
to do anything.
Just out of
area, Joe?
curiousness.
Just out of curiosity. Exactly.
You'd
I
see
see like a ward spell or an alert spell. Is there like
no,
precautions?
there's not really precautions like that. You get the occasional magic that people are casting. Like up here, there's a lot of sorcerers, natural sorcerers that have kind of they gather here and they live their very lives with just using basic cantrips and whatnot. There's no defenses. There seems to be just kind of like a there's an arrogance to it. They don't seem to be thinking they'll get caught.
Bastard.
Joe.
Mm-hmm.
Can Carlisle just go invisible real quick?
Yeah.
With his wings and just fly over with a perception check and just see if I see this
cash.
Do
out
it.
there. Super cash.
Mm-hmm.
I want
Low
to
stakes.
stealth invisible. 32 for stealth, and now I'm just going to
Nice.
perception. 23.
Yeah, you go silent through the air. You look down, about 15 or so tents away in the kind of little cul-de-sac of tents around a campfire. You see the exact described deep gnome. He sat there kind of around eating some food from the pot and kind of joking with a couple of other gnomes along with a drow nearby as well. And they're all kind of laughing to themselves. He seems kind of, he's got like a couple of daggers on his belt. Seems like a bit of a rough sort. He whacks one of his friends with a spoon and kind of like has a go at them. As you kind of swoop down, you can hear him go, yeah. And pretty soon things are going to go exactly as we need it to. So all of you, if you want to earn a little bit of coin, if you want to be in the favour, you just follow me. Okay? Kind of looks around. Do you smell fish? Can I sit down again? Anyway.
No.
Who cooked this anyway? And they go into a completely different conversation.
Carlisle lands back over by others.
They got a good nose. All right, but they are there.
Okay.
Sit back then.
All right. You can head all the way back over towards them. You find Gaius kind of with the group. Closer to 30 now as he's kind of like telling them exactly what's going on. They're talking around in a circle around one of the cafeteria tables. He's showing them a small plan. He looks up as you kind of approach. Where you go?
Yeah, that relic is in the tent of the Jinn and the killers at the camp as well.
Okay. Stands up and he gives the full description of the killer. And then at the end of after he's done that, he goes, remember, we're not looking to take this to swords, but we're not opposed to it. We defend ourselves. We don't attack. We're going in there and accusing them of having it. There's going to be witnesses. We need as many as we can. Others from other campsites and treaties have been warned. If they don't see us coming, it should go smoothly.
or exiling. If they fight, do not blame the followers. Many of them are scared. But the Jinn, if he fights, we bring him in. Everyone understand? They were kind of their heads. He turns around to you, Agreement. We appreciate what you've done. We can handle it from there.
We're coming with you. I'm coming with you.
All right. Just, if things do get a little bit physical, the same rules apply to your group as well.
No.
We're not looking to hurt refugees here. And he starts wandering straight towards the outside, heading down outside the tall road. The group of them start approaching. And you can see a few more attached to the group. You'd see from earlier a couple of those who were kind of arguing in the amphitheater. You see the same dryad, along with you see Manarak as well, the half devil. They kind of join the group, and a couple others come across the top. Gaius is describing to them, talking to them, kind of informing them about what's about to happen. And they close down there, and a group of the watchers kind of start like spreading around the camp. Some of the refugees start coming out confused. One of them goes, "They're here to kill us all, aren't they?" "Yeah, they know that the idol's gone and they have nothing else to do. There's too many witnesses now," and people start kind of murmuring. Gaius just kind of looks up and goes, "Let's do this. Zibray the Night Gift! By order of the Dust Watchers, come out of your tent. You're being accused of warmongering." The tent flaps open, and outside walks this kind of grey-shaded, tall, broad djinn with kind of a long chin beard that is like adorned with different gems of dark, kind of like almost obsidian look. He looks like he has sharp features to him. He's kind of got this long scimitar at his belt. His head looks adorned with tattoos. He almost looks like a Goliath in the kind of his skin tone and his kind of a general appearance. But you can see wisps of shadow coming off of his legs as he walks. He steps forward and you see he's a good like 8 foot tall, walking past others. And he goes, "And what exactly are you calling me out for?" "The idol of peace that you brought into us. You marked. From the get-go, you were looking to subject us all to war."
Joe?
Yep.
During the trip here, could Carlisle have broken off from... Because I would like him to have gone invisible again. I want to try to sneak in. I want to be ready to sneak into this tent of the djinn when he leaves.
Okay, yeah, he walks away from it already. He's kind of in an opening between the tents as all like refugees are gathered around him.
Also, Joe, can we kind of like, we don't want to be like standing behind this guy. Can we?
Yeah,
be,
we want. I was assuming all of us would be quite far back. Anyway,
Yeah.
so
I think we want to hang back enough to like we're not a threatening presence.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I also want to cast False Life on myself.
Okay, sure.
I think the vibes are about to get rancid.
Sure. You cast False Life on yourself, and you would stand in kind of the observers crowd, like other refugees would kind of gather around to see what's going on. They're keeping a good distance.
We would kind of merge ourselves into the crowd of refugees almost.
The Shadow Djinn kind of steps forward and goes,
"What exactly are you accusing me of?" "We have evidence showing that Zibray the Night Gift gave us the Idol of Peace, marked with a spell of 6th level known as Instant Summons. And with such a spell, had no plan for us to guard this idol, no plan for peace. Instead, he stole it back. And working through an agent," and you can see the gnome is kind of backing out, but one of the watchers goes through, grabs him, pulls him out. A couple people like kind of go to react, but a couple of the watchers kind of step in front, pull him out. "Unknown by this description, they murdered a shopkeeper to stir trouble. They paid for it in one of our very shops in this home." The Shadow Djinn kind of looks at this. "A broad accusation. And where is your evidence?
He starts saying off everything that was found, as if the Watchers had found it themselves, not to indicate any of you. And when he gets to the end, the description of this gnome has been found in several locations, along with an earring, and then they put him forward, and they show his ear where there is a cut, a slice straight through the lobe. And then they pull over the other ear, and he's still wearing the other earring. Reckless. People are kind of murmuring in the crowd. Refugees are kind of talking among themselves. One goes, but it was an idol for peace. Zibred promised us this. And he goes, and I, of course, have told you and warned you all that they would do this. The Watchers seek war. It is likely that they hid it themselves.
Well, this guy's monologuing, and Carlisle will be looking for this thing in his tent.
Yes, you can. Go
I
ahead.
rolled a 24 on stealth to sneak in.
Okay, yep. Give me a perception check.
As a 23.
There is a... You can look around this room. You can see there's gift after gift. He's been given many different kind of like smaller idols that are kind of almost effigies towards him by those who follow him. They serve him almost like a god. And you see a box, and it's located at the end of his kind of spiraling bed. He's got this rounded bed, and you see it's just there on a pillow, locked away, is this gold ornate box.
Can I try to unlock it?
Give me a Thieves' Tools check.
Boy. 26.
I set the DC at 25. You can see that there's very magical like sensors across it that he's basically ready to react to if any of them are triggered. You go through each one, avoiding them, and manage just to unlock it naturally. It would take someone of immense skill to avoid triggering any of these, and you manage to do it. And lying there in this red velvet is this tall kind of symbol, almost like a tree, but a person kind of bending over. It looks almost like a dryad in its symbol, but shadow in color. This black obsidian kind of wisps with shadow. An idol stands in your hands, or in the box. Sorry.
Yeah. Carlisle's going to pick up the idol. He's going to become, upon leaving the tent, he's going to become visible, and he's going to fly towards Gaius with the idol in his hand.
Gaius kind of looks at this guy, and you see the shadow djinn look up and goes,
Well, I found it. It was in there. It was in your tent. Locked away.
It has been planted. You have covered it yourself,
I think we both know I didn't do that.
Do we? My friends, his head starts breaking apart with shadow. My followers. All other camps around me. See what the Watchers look to do. See as they trick you. See as they would be undoing, allowing the spirit to come this far north. Perhaps they are the ones that called them. Perhaps, and then from the back you hear, enough! Kind of tapping of the stick comes through the crowd. And Dustwatcher Tyrannus comes through. He looks taller now, broader, not weighed down by his limp. He kind of holds the stick at the side, stands up, the tiefling kind of eyeing the crowd. Enough of your lies. Zibray the Nightgift, you are a late arrival here in these camps. You planted this to stir war. Many of you are going to want war. We are disgusted by the actions of the spear. But for many years, we have served the North. The vast majority of us were born here. We are Northerners. Our people have interbred a shared culture. It is time to put the lies to rest. He kind of steps forward. We do not seek violence here. We will discuss things as we always have. But if you seek war, you are to leave now. For those other clans, tribes, people, we ask you now, do stand with those who have been with you for an entire age, that has represented you and stopped the South from rising? Or do you stand with one who is so recently here, filled with trickery and hate in the heart? You see, there's kind of a murmuring of trust. Bringing in the Watchers has kind of led to this element of people do trust them in the North. And as a general quiet in tone, everyone's kind of turning towards the Jinn. It was found in your tent. Speak the truth. It matters not. The idol was simply a representation. War has already come to us. And as he kind of goes into his monologue, some people in the crowd of his go, wait, so they're telling the truth? And people are muttering it. Now, my people, calm yourselves. It matters not my intent. You lied to us. He goes, I brought you here. I protected you. I am the one you worship. And someone goes, you brought us here because you said that they were evil. You said that they sent the spear. And they all kind of like murmuring, start turning into Come now. All of you. Focus on what matters now. And the gnome goes, he hired me. He hired me. I admit to it all. He hired me. He hired me. The Watcher's kind of like murmuring. And you see the shadows and starts backing off. People are kind of backing around. And you see some start drawing blades. And he's looking across at them. Watchers are kind of like stopping other refugees from starting to draw their weapons. They're like, liar! Lie! You led us to our deaths! You were going to use us as cannon fodder! And so they kind of murmur. He starts backing off towards his tent. And looks across and goes straight towards Gaius and you kind of. This is not the last you'll see of me. And he kind of pulls his tent together, goes, wraps around as a cloak on his back, and he goes, his legs turn to smoke, and he shoots into the sky at quite a decent speed. He kind of almost merges with the very night sky that starts to appear, flits away, and people are kind of throwing things at him as they pass by, screaming and shouting. There's kind of a murmuring. The Watchers kind of step forward and stop this kind of general, almost like riot from kicking off, trying to search for him. People are like shouting to call for anyone who can fly to chase after him, but he flies off into the night sky. And Gaius kind of turns towards you, Carl, and goes, no bloodshed.
I think that went pretty well.
Yeah, could have gone worse.
Except it seems they're really upset at you.
Yeah. Well, we can calm things down around here. Thank you for coming to us about this.
Yeah, don't mention
it. He turns to start trying to calm things. I can tell you, by the way, I rolled a d20 and it was going to be under a 10 if people would believe him over if they'd believe you. And I rolled an 11, so it was close. The entirety of the kind of groups start kind of calming down the crowds, but they allow you to return back inside the comfort of the hall. It was just another little enemy added to your list. Not happy.
Collect them. We love it.
Yeah, it's got a little rivalry crew. Okay.
When we get back to Watcher's Rise, if that's where we're going back to, Carlisle will put this idol back where it was, back in the mess hall.
Okay. Yeah. You plant it there. And there's a kind of a general comfort turn. You see people kind of finally pulling away from the caravan, giving it a bit of the carriage, giving it a bit of a break, sitting down. It isn't long after this as well. Now gone kind of several hours, you start to hear word that your caravan will be here in the next day. It's coming up from the main road, traveling pretty fast along the road. They should be let in within a day.
Oh, that's good. I was worried we were going to have to go back down and get them. That makes things easy.
You have the kind of cities yourselves. What would you like to do now?
Blood tournament, blood curse.
Blood tournament, and blood curse
things.
feel like they
Tournament.
both go together. Those are
They
the same.
do.
Probably
Was
the
there
same
something else too?
thing. Was it that? Well, no. Everything else was about the spear going north to Wiltwood.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
we
think
can't
so.
really act on right now. So I think I think we should deal with the blood tournament and blood curse thing. I think it's obvious next step.
Well, if we want to
Sure.
get straight into it, we should probably try to figure out what's going on with that blood curse then, because it seems like we got a day or so before the caravan's going to gate. You could go up to the hospital wing. I'm assuming the blood tournament and the blood curse are probably somewhat related.
Why?
Related. I agree.
Something to do with the word.
Did we?
Mhm.
So was it established to us by Tornos? I can't remember if they had anyone that had gone to this tournament, or like was there like
They
actually
searched
no...
for it, but they couldn't. When they followed people that were going towards it, they lost sight of them in the northeast.
and no people have come back. There's no like
No mention so far.
people just disappearing. Okay.
Well, yeah, as far as that blood tournament, unless we want to just go east and I feel like, yeah, we might as well go to the hospital first. At least we know where that is.
It sounds like a good place to start.
Okay, then you'd be able to head towards the rise, and once you get there, head up the hospital wing. Did I tell you who you were searching for last time? I can't remember if I told you who you were searching for.
Dr. Halba.
Yeah, Dr. Albert, yeah. So you know exactly where she's based, Carlo. You're an old friend of hers. You'd be able to head over towards her kind of almost office area in her treatment room. Within the halls here, you'd see Dr. Halber on the kind of sign outside. It seems to be a bigger room that she's been given now since you've been gone.
Oh, fancy.
Carlisle knock on the door.
You would hear from the inside, yes, come in.
He will enter with party if they'd like to join.
Yeah.
Yes, I could.
On a table in front of this doctor, or in the table you kind of see in the center of the room, you see the body of a pale individual with the whole chest open. The rib case is kind of been cut into as well, and clearly like an autopsy has been going on here. Over to one side, like leaving that body open, over to one side, kind of washing her hands in a basin. You can see a half-elf woman with kind of dark skin, golden braids that come down, literally made of gold. You would know this color. She once had the Midas curse cast on her once, or infused with her, and she managed to cure herself. Only her fingertips and kind of the fingernails are golden still, and the hair strands as well. Like the keratin and the kind of the of the hair and the nails remains gold. She's a specialist in diseases and curses. So you'd see as she's kind of set over to the side, washing her hands. She looks around to all of you, takes off an apron, gets a little cloth and throws it over the body and goes, Carla, good to see you.
Buzz, good to see you too. What's the project over there?
Carl points at the covered corpse.
It's a vampire spawn.
Oh,
They've been coming up more recently. It's starting to spread a little bit, so we're just seeing right now if there's anything else we can learn about them.
yeah. Well, I want to stop by to say hi. What's coming on, but might as well get to it right away because we can catch up later. We are looking into that blood curse thing that I heard was going around out here.
We've been calling it the pale curse up here in the hospital wing, but blood is definitely involved. She kind of steps around, pulls back the sheet of the body, now allowing you to see, and she goes, this vampire spawn in particular, if you look here, and she tilts the head aside, and you can see driplets of blood caught in the ear canal. Yes. What we found is only those who are recently blooded or involved in this in some way have been hearing something. They talk about a woman's voice.
Right.
But at the moment, this curse has been going around. It seems to be a bit more than vampirism. A little bit more dangerous than it.
You been hearing anything about a tournament?
That's what people say. I had a young apprentice. His name was Ilithil. He had a little promise. When we were struggling to find anyone who would come willingly into us, or anyone who knew anything about this tournament in general, he stupidly decided to infect himself. We have a cure, you see, and before we could get around to doing the curing stage, he lied to me. Acted like he didn't hear the voice, but I saw his ear bleeding. When I confronted him over him, he left. I don't know if they're being charmed. I don't know if it's a case of general curiosity, but it's like they're being called there. She leans across to the body. It seems to be only those who are affected by blood in some way. Usually happens after they've rested in the city for a little while, or in the outskirts of it. We found some examples of it. Some people just from all over. A couple of captives we brought in on the way there. But we have managed to find cures for vampirism. Thankfully, with all of the rising cases of it. Early stage. We put it down to 3 stages. Stage 1 is curable. Stage 2 is preventable for a while. Stage 3 is too far gone.
Is there any way we could get a cure of that on hand, just in case while we're looking into this?
It's more of a process, really. See, she kind of brings you over to the side, and you see they've kind of got this running vat of water. It's kind of going around, and she goes, "We've managed to divert some of this from the river. The way to do it is during stage 1 is we need to do a blood transfusion whilst they're in the running water. As we're drawing their blood from them, it will burn as it goes through the running water as we put blood back into them. We're basically filtering it back through that way. Afterwards, to make sure that we killed off any of the bad blood, we give them concentrated garlic that they have to eat for 1 week and drink 1 ounce of holy water a day to make sure. That usually clears up everything. Stage 2, the concentrated garlic and ounce of holy water is able to push it back, perhaps not indefinitely, but for at least a week or 2. We haven't managed to test a cure on anyone in stage 2. Not properly.
Because usually by then they've left.
Yes, exactly. Most of the people we're bringing in are unwilling. The only willing subject we really had was my apprentice, and he was too quick to go.
You said he was infected intentionally, yes?
Yes.
How?
We had one captive, a vampire spawn, and he allowed them to essentially take some of their blood. You can create a more potent version of it. Vampire spawns can't transform someone else. It must be a stronger vampire. We've learned that only master vampires or higher can actually transform others. But through science, we can take the portions of their blood from a vampire spawn and we can create a more potent infusion. And it was that which we did and infected him. He's not necessarily a vampire spawn per se, but something else. It was a difficult procedure. Painful.
And I take it this captive is no longer available?
Afraid not. You're looking at him now. Looks down at the table.
That's what I figured.
Unless you have a way of speaking to the dead. This one is far gone.
Well, do we have a way of speaking with the dead?
Checks, spells. I have speak with dead.
We actually do have a way to speak with the dead. As a matter of fact. Oh, I'm being so rude. I'm sorry. This is my adventure party. These are the six. I'm one of the six. We are the six.
You've come far. I've actually heard of you.
Yeah, we've been a busy couple months.
Well, if you could speak to him, he didn't have as much to say in life. Mostly taunted us. We didn't even get a name. He was captured by one of the watchers east of here, heading north.
Well, it wouldn't hurt to try.
Be my guest. She steps back.
3 questions. Is that right?
It might be.
Looking at the description.
Is it 3? 5.
I think
It's 5.
Oh, you can ask the corpse up to 5 questions,
Yeah.
but they don't have to respond.
No.
Correct.
And I
Yeah.
think they don't. They also don't have to tell the truth.
Yes.
Yeah. They don't have to tell the
That's
truth,
not
but
ideal.
like they
If you're
don't get a lot of
intelligent.
information about who is casting.
Yeah.
They don't really like. They can't learn things
Right.
about who we are, what our angles are.
No.
They're just answering
Yeah.
questions blankly.
It seems like it needs to register us as an enemy in order to
Yes.
like actively keeps things from us. So
Yeah, none of us are dressed up as watchers or anything, so
yeah.
probably helps. I mean, we want to ask, turned them would be a good starting point, right?
Right. Yeah. Do we want to plan out our questions now?
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
Yeah.
I guess also what whispering do they hear from, like, what is said specifically?
Right.
Who turned them? What's the whispering?
Who turned you?
What is to the northeast or west? What was it? Was it northwest?
Northeast.
I think they said east.
What is to the northeast?
Okay.
That's 3. We may also just want to plan out 3 and then have 2 left over because we might have questions based off.
Yeah, in
questions.
case we need follow-ups. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I will cast Speak with Dead.
Okay. You allow the magic to flow through the eyes of the corpse. Open. The head that kind of looks up and stares across straight towards you, Tak. Leaning up, it stares through its body, open kind of body, and just looks straight at you.
Who turned you?
The one, Lady Arlington.
What whispers do you hear?
She calls to us who are blood-marked. Calls us to her blood plane. To join a tournament.
What is to the northeast?
Lady Arlington's blood plane. She hides it from this world.
Hey, how are we feeling, guys?
I mean, I feel like next step is how do we find the blood plane?
How do we
Mhm.
get there? Yeah.
How do we get there, or which one? How do we find it, or how do we enter it?
I think we need to know how to find it before we can enter it, right?
Sure.
True.
How do we find the blood plane?
Only those who are blood-marked can enter.
Infected? We gotta get stage 1 infected because it's curable.
Oh God,
It's curable, guys.
That's gonna be a problem with me though.
True. Maybe only one of us
True.
needs to.
This might be fucked up, but like, if we're just like holding on to you, could you just be like an item that we've got?
The spell will end soon. And it falls back.
That's so funny.
Was that the last question?
But no,
Oh,
I was
okay.
no, I was saying
Okay.
I'm on board.
You asked the
No, they
question.
got you. He got you dead to rights out there. It's gone.
I was not saying that as
Okay,
tack.
okay.
Anyone would know that.
I didn't think you were saying it as tack.
I didn't think so.
Thank
either.
you. Thank you.
Okay.
But it is funny when DMs do that.
Yeah.
Is Lady Arlington the Queen of Blood? I was going through my old notes because I was like,
I
this
remember
is
the
so
name.
familiar.
She
Queen of
is,
Blood, succubus.
yes, the Queen of Blood is a demon lord.
Okay.
The Rosaris had told you guys that Lady Arlington was the Queen of Blood was the first.
Oh, that's right.
She was a demon lord that created the first vampire by essentially creating a half, kind of almost child mortal of herself, which is why vampires are quite seductive and they have the kind of element of blood and whatnot, because she was a succubus. And Lady Arlington is what is known as kind of the last descendant of true vampirism, ones who are born as vampires, not turned.
You cutting out a little.
What do we want our last question to be?
What are the many ways we can be marked by blood that don't include being infected? It doesn't have to be that, but like,
I mean, it's essentially the right question. Like,
How can we be marked by blood?
yeah.
Sure. How do we become marked by blood?
Lady Arlington might choose you herself. Perhaps the blood will choose you. But for all others, they sought out Sanguinesca. She knows.
And the head droops back, goes back to a dead position.
Sanguinesca.
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 Another lady.
Ever heard of a Sanguinesca, Dr. Harper?
I mean, rumors of one. It's meant to be a hag that lives within the city somewhere that only those worthy can see. But it's all silly superstition brought in by those who come to the city.
Well, might have
Where
some
would
truth
this
to it.
be, hypothetically?
I'm afraid I wouldn't know that. People that have their ears to the ground would probably be the best ones to ask about that one, but...
I think I know someone we could ask.
Ooh.
Well, I mean, that was more of like Miss Trouble. It's a merchant. They know plenty though around the area. So I wasn't expecting you guys to call me.
Do you know what that was? That was like a TV show moment of getting. I think I know who
was
else.
like this
And you
cut-
cut. Yeah, it cuts. It cuts.
Come on.
But you don't. This is the bit you don't actually see in a TV show. Usually it cuts and someone goes, who? And then you explain.
It's like a fucking Drax in Guardians of the Galaxy bit, dude.
Yeah.
Uradana took me to them a couple times.
Let the blood flow. Lead the way.
Okay, well, how about
New
we?
thing?
About 15 different points we could have cut from this scene. Well, we'll probably be back soon, Haba. I'm sorry we didn't really have a chance to catch up here, but that'll have to be later. We are on a bit of a time limit right now.
Yeah.
Have you
Good
tried
luck.
the carriage yet?
The carriage?
The carriage down in the courtyard.
No, what carriage?
You'll have to wait in line, but it's just come on down with us. We can skip the line. I know you.
She kind of goes, okay. Let me just...
Cute.
She throws over the blanket, quickly washes her hands, and then comes back with you, heading outside alongside you as you kind of head down. You're interrupted by Gaius as you kind of go down. Yes. All right, the situation's dealt with outside, but Tyrannos said if I can catch you,
I could show you the Hall of Names. Not Dr. Halber, though.
Well, we're gonna take Halber over to the carriage first, but then we can do that. I don't want him to have to wait in line.
Okay, just meet me down in the cafeteria. I'll lead you up.
Just wait here 1 sec.
And yeah, we'll do all these different things. Man, I forgot that was the thing we forgot was the hall.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's okay. This guy remembered.
Maybe we can ask
they
Gaius
remember
about the hag too.
that's true.
Yeah.
Okay. So you lead her down to where the thing was first?
Yeah, let's get her some food.
Yeah, she
Shove her into the carriage. Have fun. Bye.
Someone goes like, you get someone to watch you go, oh, wait in line. Like,
It's my wagon.
all
right?
Apologies, sorry. You go in, she kind of sits down, orders some food, and you see she just kind of, her eyes widen, she orders a whole plate and sits down and gets suckered into that.
All right, you enjoy yourself. And Carl, head out.
Thank you. She carries on eating. You'd be able to head back over towards where Gaius is. You can wait in the cafeteria for your group to return. Yes, okay. Well, I first have to open this with, we don't usually bring in outside help for this, but Tyrannus is in the belief that adventurers and those who do seek the side of good start to giving you a little bit of an inside look at what the Watchers have is not a bad idea. But we would ask, anything that you see inside of here, you remain confidential.
Of course.
Begins leading you through up the staircase towards a great hall. As he enters in, you walk past this great big kind of almost long glass tube in the center of the room, which flows with ink all the way to the top of this like fully glass-centered flooring. The thick glass, it's hard to see through because it's so glazed. And there is a figure stood all the way up, a few hundred feet at the top of Watcher's Rise, where the big mirror is. He kind of looks up. Yes, that's the Sentry Knight, our guardian here in the city. And then he brings you into the main hall. And you see there's an opening, a window opening in this great big glass of like ink, where they have like almost a tube they can pull out. And he points to a wall where you see hundreds of paintings across this wall. All of them kind of portrait paintings, shimmering slightly. And at the bottom, 6 prominent ones are stood out, kind of separated from the rest, larger. He explains. This hall of paintings, the hall of names, or of mirrors. This is what the Sentry Knight sees. Some are from the past, some are present moments, some are future. This is how the Watchers hunt. The Sentry Knight sends down threats to our world. Most of them lesser, creatures that are harming towns, villages, or threaten even cities. We've just got one in that we think is going to be a little bit more current. And we're hoping you might know anything about it. Let me show you our 6 current dreaded ones, though it does need to be changed. He walks forward, and you'd see, as you kind of come across towards it, you can see that the first of the portraits, on the left side, a twisted forest with trees of a deep purple tone. Hundreds of dark fae gather and kneel before a queen of dark splendor. Her armor is similar in design to mithril, but looks almost like it's absorbing light instead of retracting it. Her skin is of a bold purple as well, and she holds a scepter that looks to be a petrified root with a crystal at the top that draws in magic from her surroundings. The trees decay and twist towards her in her vicinity while she smiles on. In the name below, they have a name and location. The name says the Wither Queen, the Plain Feywild. This one's one we've had for a while. The dark Fey presence within the Feywild. This is something we're ongoing to support those who are trying to hold against the seasonal courts. But it is eventually going to be a threat to our world. The second, curled up with arms wrapped around its legs, is a being of light. It's bald and featureless. No face, no eyes or nose or mouth, but the head shape is there. Beyond a bony bipedal structure and 6 arms wrapped around these 2 long legs. Kind of wrestles in this small kind of vat of glowing, radiant water. Below the portrait, they call the name He Who Grows on the plane unknown. That one, we've had that for a little while too. We're not sure about this one at all and what threat is growing, or whether it is still growing at all. The third. This painting is faded grey. A gaunt silver-skinned devil sitting upon a throne. Its servants are silver and tall. It's staring outward at the astral plane, its hands pressed together. Below the portrait it says, the Silver Prince. The plane is crossed out and it says deceased. This one was handled. We keep it here as an example of these threats can be defeated. But a group known as God's Bane defeated this one. Not too long ago, a few decades. He points to the next.
That's a bad name.
He kind of...
Too complicated.
We all,
6 is better.
Get him.
Yes.
No, it's not.
Oh, you know them?
Yeah, I mean, that's a cool name. They're the bane of the gods, you know? We're just a
I guess.
number.
What is wrong with
Just
a
a
number?
number.
I mean, it's something
We
people
have
say
them.
when they order produce, you know? It's nothing special.
Oh.
and guys
What
come and
would you
said,
choose our name to be? Desmond.
The devil's bane. I think about it.
Have we killed any devils?
I don't think we've killed any devils yet, Desmond.
guys can look straight, we owe them all our lives. The next along, this is the oldest one we have. We had this, the first portrait that was ever taken by the Sentry Knight. We don't know what it is. This first being seen by the lens is fire burning around a circular, kind of almost vessel. This being in the center exists in an endless night of purple, clouded streams of the astral plane. A single eye is opened, which plumes with the golden flames that encompass most of the art. It's warm to even stand near. Almost this flying, circular being that is going through the astral plane. The name, they call it the Last Dawn. And on the plane, the depths of the astral sea. Many here believe this will be the end of all things. Far, far into the future. The destruction of our world.
Apocalypse comes.
The next, a portrait of a crying elven woman. Her tears look bright as if made of stars. She is wandering an endless plain, in a long blue and white dress. Around her are corpses of screaming bodies, their eyes burned out in radiance. Below her portrait, it says a name, Selendai. The plane is unknown.
Fuck.
Here we go.
This one we've had for a while as well. It is, you know the tale of Selendai, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure we told you about some of this, guys.
Oh, not the same one. You see, Selendai initially, the elves came from a different plane entirely. Way back when, before any written history. And back then, the elves had different, the originating clans of elves, the ShayneHawke, the Drow, all of these elves descend from different ones. But one of them, one we never saw, was Selendai's. Selendai's people wanted to stay for whatever oncoming threat was coming towards them. But all of the others voted to flee from this oncoming threat. Selendai's people stayed behind as the others fled and were wiped out. It's believed that Selendai's lament is her hunting the elves across every single plane to destroy all of the others as her children once were destroyed. She's a goddess. Selendai here is It's a name you give to a child if you're wrought in tragedy when the child is born. A child that you want to have revenge on the world.
I see.
This one, probably much scarier than the one you know. But thankfully, the story is as old as time. And no one's ever seen this one. But the fact the Century Knight has seen it means it is real. But the main one that I wanted to show you is our newest one. It's something that feels a bit more present. He steps across the sixth and final of the major ones. The newest portrait, made only weeks prior and hung with the greater dangers. A woman stands there with magic coursing through her veins. She holds her hands out towards the sun in the sky, and magic is bursting from her as she screams. Not the Sunforged, the real sun. She's blonde of hair, her veins almost look as if they are runes. You all recognize Spring. A name, Sun Sinner, and the plane is material. We've only had this one a few weeks.
Yeah, I recognize that.
And you told him everything, right?
I told him everything.
Next to you, turns, filling it. If this matches the description of the one that you know, these are world-ending threats. The biggest threats of time.
Yeah, we're trying to find them.
Are these ever wrong or up for interpretation?
The image that's depicted here will happen. That much is guaranteed. Whether the context is different is down to the moment. But this moment in time happens. Or at least a moment of it can. It can be prevented in a sense. We've had moments where some of them have fire coursing out of their fingers ready to wipe out a whole group of people only for us to get there in time and silence that magic before it ever licks any of them. So it's preventable. This might be the final moment. It might be the first of the end of the world. Those of us who believe that if this one is to exist, it must be stopped, right? Because if the last dawn is to come, then we need to exist beyond it. But then the question is, maybe the last dawn is never for us, but the people that come after us. Tyrannus wanted us to show you this. We can't. We can try and help. We can send watchers out to help hunt with you at any point. We can scour the world.
Well, Spring's a good person. I don't think this is the kind of person we hunt to kill. All right, we're trying to find them so we can help them. We will stop whatever this is. But I mean, unless you see them walking down the street, which I'm going to be honest, you're not going to see them probably anytime soon. We will handle this.
We just wanted you to see.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
All right. Well, I'll let you get on with your business. If you need anything from the watchers, you know, you can do anything.
Yeah, of course.
He kind of just folds his arm and stares at the portraits. Thank you for trusting us with this.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about a hag that you see if you are worthy in town?
He kind of turns over towards you. Goes, look. Yeah, there's a tale of it. Sanguinesca is what they call her. But people, look across all these portraits. Now, I'm not going to actually ask you to look for her, but she's not among them. If there was a dangerous hag devoted to blood living within this city, don't you think the Watchers would have found her by now?
Maybe she's not dangerous.
I mean, yeah, there's that. But look, I'm not going to write off. It could make sense. There's a lot we've discovered in my time as a Watcher that I would never have believed beforehand. Sure. She might live somewhere around the city. The city has a lot of secrets.
Where?
He kind of goes, right, if I'm hazarding a guess, we've heard the tales since I was a boy. And the oldest portions of this city are the dim-lit district and the hollow halls. I'd say between there.
She probably doesn't.
No.
It doesn't exist.
No. I'll be the first to tell you if she comes down that ink pipe.
Thank you.
All right, well, we're going to try to solve this blood curse and blood tournament thing next. We got a day to kill.
Yeah. What you guys do as a hobby is kind of our entire lifetime, so we appreciate it.
I was just gonna say the arrogance of being like, I've got an afternoon to kill. I'll just solve this for you.
And he'll get back to his work. Yeah.
Once we exited, if we went back to talking about how to find Sanguinesca, Jack would say, when we were in the Feywild, the hag that we met had very specific things in her hut. We could get our hands on another copy of location, could maybe look for the specific sort of effigies that the hags make. I don't know that it would help us with seeing it, but it could give us somewhere to look.
I think that's a great idea. I'm sure the scribe that's going to write the scrolls is going to be very happy about having to do another one, but...
Oh, we can pay for it, can't we? How far away is the caravan? We know.
A day.
A day.
Yeah, they're running about 24 hours.
Would I know who to talk to be like, hey, could I get another copy of that?
Yeah, you could. I mean, you could ask some of the Watchers, like Gaius himself or anyone like that, could probably get you another copy, considering you guys have helped solve some stuff around here. Yeah, it's only a low-level spell.
Yeah, Tack would ask for it and be like, promise it's for something that will help the town, you know?
Of course. They kind of send out someone to go and scribe up.
Well, in the meantime, if we want to at least put our ear to the ground and try to see if we can get anywhere with the rumors alone, we could ask that contact I was telling you. Or we could take it easy. We have had a long day. It's up to all of you.
Well, we're on a roll.
Like we're on a roll. Yeah.
That's the spirit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Joe, can I take us to Miss Trouble's shop?
Yeah, you can definitely. You'd leave out of Watcher's Rise and you'd start heading down towards where Miss Trouble's shop is. But we'll get to that next time. On the way there, as you're kind of wandering, walking through those alleys and heading down towards the shop, V, You feel something warm trickle down your cheek as a droplet of blood leaks from your ear.
Huh.
Drips to the ground. You feel a small pooling of blood in your ear canal. No voice. Just blood. That's where we'll end tonight's episode.
I knew it.
Yeah. And we'll pick up there next time.
Oh my god! Stage one! Stage one!
I gotta order some garlic.
Yeah, we will pick up there next week. Sorry, not next week. We could maybe play next week, but I don't know if I'll get home in time. So it'll probably be 2 weeks from now that we'll next play. But we'll pick up where we left off there with you guys going down to Miss Troubles and looking into this blood curse, the pale curse, and vampirism in general as you pursue the blood tournament. I might even get a little guest star joining us at some point. So I haven't thought about who yet, but I think it'd be a good opportunity for this blood tournament. I think it'd be quite fun.
A guest vampire?
A little guest, maybe? Who knows? Who knows what could be? Whatever, however they want to be blood
enough
marked.
of guest vampires, I'll be honest.
We'll find someone to join us along the way, I'm sure. Let's do some shouts and then let you guys get going. OG couldn't make it today, so twitch.tv/OldLadyGamer. Shayne, do you want to go next?
Oh my god, what the hell?
Oh my god.
Yeah, hey, I'm Shayne. I'm almost back to streaming again. I'm nearly finished with the work that I had to catch up on. Had some health stuff going on that I've had to take care of. It's expensive, dear God. But I should be back soon.
Good to hear you on the rise, man. Dodger.
Hi, I'm Dodger. You can find me at Dexbonus on pretty much everything. Next Saturday, I'm doing a charity readathon of the book
cool.
Frankenstein.
Sick.
We're going to try to get through the whole book. Donations will affect how we read the book. It should be very silly and fun. So if you'd like to come by, it'll be for the Charity Room to Read, which is an education and literacy group. So yeah, that'll be fun. That's
Sick.
next Saturday night.
Bree.
That's cool. Hello. Twitch.tv/BreeVun. I will be starting my Silent Hill F playthrough tomorrow.
Ooh.
Sick.
Yes.
Spooky times.
Should be fun.
Tomato.
Man, I don't want to, man. I'm knocking it out of the park every week with these fucking end of stream shoutouts, and you come to me again and you ask for more.
Sorry.
Like,
Give him a break once.
can I have a minute?
Yeah, sorry, man.
Dude,
You know what?
Yeah.
You don't have to do it this week, okay?
Thank you.
Yeah, freebie.
Thank you.
Sam.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Bree
it. That's it right there. Great.
Somewhere
Yeah.
else.
Mhm. Yeah, fantastic.
He's not present.
Twitch.tv. Nothing, man. Don't worry. You can see behind the scenes on the Patreon if you want to see behind the scenes there. If you are going to Comic-Con, Twitch Comic-Con, what's it called? London Comic-Con.
Yeah?
I'm getting TwitchCon in my
What
brain.
the
There's TwitchCon in my brain. If you're going to Comic-Con in London on Saturday, I'll be there. So if you do pass by, say hello. Otherwise, we'll be back for next episode 85, as these lot pursue the blood tournament and the secrets there of Lady Arlington. So we'll see you guys next episode. Take care. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.